Yeah, let's go. Get this stream booted up. It'll take a minute, so we'll see as soon as everybody gets in. Maybe I should send out a notification. That's exactly what I should do. Send out a notification. Perfect. I just want to make sure it's not picking up too much of Fox's noise. There we go. All right. Time to share. There we go. Close that. Keep our chat open. New tab. YouTube here. All right, let's see if we can get the chats going. Holy smokes, 21 notifications. What did I miss? Weird. All right, got that done. Get me back over to the stream. Here we go. Okay, now we're moving. Probably should share it to Twitter too. Is what it is. Can't get it all done, right? Can't do it all at once. All right, they're going through starting lineup currently. Big shout out, Eric Jones starting 4th, Noah Gregson 7th, Briscoe 8th, McDowell 9th, Hosevar 10th. Like, it's an interesting top 10. Very interested to see how this first run goes because that's not your normal cast in the top 10. That's off. I'm excited though. I think this is gonna be fun. Oh, they're still doing pit warm. See, when they say 245 green flag, I expect the green flag to be around 245, and they're still like 2 laps away. Larry Mack not being at the track is a crime. It's a crime against humanity. Alrighty, guys, getting ready to go to the green flag. If you haven't already, oh, never mind, they got to line it up again. No, 2 more laps. If you haven't already, though, do share, get the stream out there, let people know we're going, because I don't have a good notification system set up. It's on me, but yeah, getting ready to roll, and then send something in the chat. I don't know, is my chat on? I might have that broken. Live chat, yeah, there we go. How do I get rid of this? Okay, whatever. Let's get a poll in here. Alrighty. 125 laps a stage. Wait, what? No. First lap's only 70, you know? I guess first stage, they won't have to pit. If it stays green all the way through, that could be a very interesting stage, because if guys that start at the back aren't going to have a chance at any of them stage points. So, that'll be interesting. All right, here we go. Coming to the green. Now we are green. Denny Hamlin leads him to green with Ty Gibbs on the outside. Already spreading them out there. Noah Gragson way down on the apron, looking for some clean air down there. Actually, it looks like it's going to work out pretty well for him. Going to get just up inside of William Byron. Ooh, who is that getting squished back there? Is that Christopher Bell? Christopher Bell just got put 3 wide, but Ty Gibbs escapes with the lead. So Gibbs away with the lead, side by side for second now between Jones and Hamlin. Elliott back to 4th. And Fox is already cutting to crappy camera views. Awesome. So I would tell you what's going on, but we're looking at an onboard pointing at one car's nose. There we go. Now we're getting some racing. 3 wide back in the field. Yeah, let's show that. That's probably better than the bumper of one car. You know, just saying. It might be a more important battle to watch. I'm so tired of Fox, man. I'm so tired of him. I hate Fox. I hate it, man. Oh well, is what it is. Meanwhile, I didn't mention, but it looks like Jones has cleared Hamlin for second. So it'll be Gibbs, Jones, Hamlin, Reddick. So Toyota in 4 of the top, actually all of the top 4 spots. Not 4 of the top 5. They're all of the top 4 at the moment. Noah Gragson dropping quick. Got split 3 wide. McDowell and Truex got around him. As Ty Gibbs starts to set sail. I say set sail, but actually it looks like lap time-wise, that 43 might be coming. It looks like it's going to be a high-line dominant track just to be able to keep your momentum up so far. As far as I can tell, I don't see any big movers. There's some of the guys starting out back that are going to be struggling to get moving. And that'll get Noah back around Truex. See, they split him and got clear, and Noah went back around the outside and battled back, and now is looking to take that spot back from Truex to stay in 10th. Still side by side, though, as they battle. Only 6 laps in, so we still really haven't seen much. And we've got a caution. Well, let's see what our caution is. Oh, it's a big crash. It's Hemrick. It's Dillon. I'm not that. Oh, it's Cindric. Wow, talk about the crash of mid. Holy moly, it's the most mid crash I've ever seen. It's Hemrick, it's Dillon, and it's Cindric. That might be the most mid crash I've ever seen in my life. I mean, who else could you even put in that category? Oh, sorry, it was not Hemrick, it was Kraus. So I'm not going to blame Kraus. He's a rookie, so he doesn't count as the mid. I thought it was Hemrick. So Kraus. So not total mid. But yeah, definitely the Dillon and Cindric. That's definitely the battle of mid. Not the battle of midway, just the battle of mid. Oh, let's see how bad the damage is. I don't know. They're still rolling, so they have the caution out, but they're still able to roll. But we'll have to see. Ooh, that steering is broke. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, Kraus just lost the rear of the car, spun coming out of the corner. Nowhere for Cindric to go. Dillon just, yeah, nowhere to go. I mean, just got stuck right in there. Worst part is he was only running about 30th at the time, so man, that's just a crappy way to end your race because you're already not running well. Dillon just didn't get the brakes up and took them both down. Austin Dillon's year has been miserable. Justin Haley got around it, though, in the 51, so... Looks like Dillon and Cindric might be done after that one. And the 16 as well, sorry. Those 3 all had the heaviest of the damage, so... Well, that's weird. Why is there a thumbnail down there? Not a thumbnail, there's a, I didn't realize that details. Why is my logo down in the corner? There's like 2 of them down there. It's like YouTube put one in there. I'll have to figure out where that's at. Is it in here? No, not there. Huh, I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. But yeah, that doesn't need to be down there. There should not be a second logo down there in the corner. Although, if that's the case, if that is the case, we'll just hide that. Get rid of it. We'll just hide that one, and then we'll be good to go. See what happens. I'm waiting to see it kick in on the live stream. How many seconds delayed am I? Holy smokes. Yeah, it's delayed by a lot. Not sure what the deal is there. Need to figure out how to get that more current because it should not be that far back. That's really bad. All right, well, I don't know for sure if anyone will pit because it doesn't appear that the pace slowed that much, and it's only 9 laps into the race, track position being as important as it is. Unless the whole field comes, it's an easy stay out for anybody in the back. But, I mean, realistically, if you're 20th on back, do the opposite of the guys in front of you, you know. You got to pass 20 cars, so you want to do it on tires or on pit strategy, but just do the opposite and hope for the best. Jaw pain. That's not what I want. I want the Mountain Dew. It didn't ding at all. I expected it to. Hey there, Nick. Yes, why is it every time that you go to the bathroom there's a caution? I don't know. Why is that the case, Nick? Do you do something? No. To be fair, Fox missed it, so they got it eventually, but I mean, the best way to put it is it was 3 non-factors, so not the worst thing in the world. Although it might matter. I'm going to look. Where is Cindric at points? He had been having a really good season. So I think he actually had a pretty decent points run going this year. Cindric was running 11th in points, so this is going to be a pretty good hit because there's going to be some guys that are going to be able to leapfrog him. So it's 10 laps in so far. I'm not seeing anything for pit strategy yet. Looks like a couple people have come down. Barry LaJoy, Kyle Busch, Kaz Gralla, Chris Buescher, Daniel Hemrick, and Ryan Preece. All of them were running beneath 20th, so definitely not going to cost them anything too heavy. Dude, what? Guy's about to get his hand smacked. All right, they are lined back up. All the pit stops have been completed. The booth has yet to touch on it, so that's kind of ridiculous that they haven't touched on who pitted. Okay, why can't they go green? He's on pit road. That stuff drives me nuts. Race control being like, well, we can't, you know, go green. There's a car on pit road. So it's on pit road. Oh, that drives me nuts. Like, they're just wasting laps because I don't know if they've got a procedure in place that's wrong or what, but IndyCar does a much better job of trying to get as much racing in as possible. There we go. Who pitted out of the top 10? Oh, no, that's choose rule. That was just some adjustments from the choose rule that some guys went backwards, some guys went forward. So, what was I going to look at? Are they not going green this time? What are we waiting on? Holy cow, NASCAR. Get your crap together. They are going green. It's Fox, actually, not NASCAR. We just missed the restart because they were busy showing a car that was running 30th. No offense to Kyle Busch, but just like there was a restart, guys. It's your job. Reddick went top to bottom. Elevator moved down there. Went literally from the very outside to the very inside. We'll see how good the run is out of the corner. Not quite going to get there. So he's still going to be in fourth. Hamlin third. They're 2x2 from third on back. Is Reddick going to clear? No, not quite. So Reddick, now Hamlin clears him. So it'll be Hamlin, Reddick, then Elliott. Elliott's going to go high now. Look to the outside of Tyler Reddick. Sails it in there, gets back in the gas, but doesn't quite have enough, so he'll settle into fifth. As the cars start to single out, ooh, we had a little smoke there. Oh, there is a hornet's nest back there around Noah Gragson in 12th. I mean, they are 3 wide, Larson on the bottom. Looked like it was Suarez in the middle maybe, but they are 3x3 as they sort through that mess. Man, not a lot of speed out of the 22 this weekend thus far. We're on 20th, so a little far back. Well, howdy, Denny fan. South Carolina on my way to Charlotte for spring break. Well, have fun at spring break. Also, I have your Bristol program. It finally showed up. I literally was like, wait, what is this from Bristol? And then I kind of felt the envelope and I was like, oh, there's a couple programs in here. Well, heck yeah. So, yes, I have the program. Now you just got to get that Bristol win from me. And I'll ship it with it, you know. If you haven't already pre-ordered, that is. Don't cancel from someone else. I'm excited for that one, though, because I always love getting the Bristol car every year. Man, Ryan Blaney going to go 3 wide bottom. Not enough. Ooh, good slide from Blaney. He is going to take 2 for 1. Meanwhile, Gregson and Larson will continue to battle side by side. Heck yeah, that works. Just that way I'll just ship it with the car if you choose to get it from there. So I'll make sure I get an extra one. gotta have the Bristol wins. Love those. All right, so on lap 19 of 60, like I said, they don't actually have to pit in this stage. They can go 60 laps on fuel, so they will be able to make it all the way to the end of the stage. And as they run, I'm not seeing huge amounts of fall off. About half a second thus far, but we are 20 laps into a run with a heat cycle on the tires, so half a second, not a huge number. All right, Gregson will clear. He will hold the 12th position. So 20 laps in, not seeing any big-time movers on the speed chart. Everybody running fairly similar times. Gibbs actually is running really good lap times. Him and Jones out front have significantly, I should say significantly, but definitely have notable better times as they currently run. Blaney has now moved into the top 10 as he goes around Truex. So we'll see if these Toyotas have the long-run speed that they're expecting. When are those due in? Probably not too far away, honestly. I would say by the end of March or the middle April, somewhere in that 3-week window there is where I'd expect to see it. So as they run, notable guys in the top 10, Michael McDowell in 7th. That 34 car, I'm telling you, that's a playoff contender on points. He doesn't have to win this year. He's going to get in. The speed is there. We'll see if it holds, but after the qualifying efforts they've had and the speed they've shown, I think they've got it. I think they're going to be able to get in. 23 of 60 is the lap. They're showing something about Chris Gabehart here. I'm not sure exactly what. Carson Hocevar has made his way to 8th, so up a couple spots from where he started, as I'm just judging here. Ty Gibbs not running away from Eric Jones, though. Eric Jones is hanging in there. That 43 car's got some speed in it today. Trying to see where's John Hunter. John Hunter's 18th, a little further back down that line. Oh, I want to go to race shops. I've never been to any race shops. I gotta go. Gotta see Casey Kane Racing while I'm there too, though. Gotta see that. I want to see some of the cars that he's got there. And looks like they're going to commercial. Yay, my favorite. So on the speed chart, trying to see, Ryan Blaney's been moving forward. I don't see significant speed difference in there. But it does appear that everything's starting to equalize. So we are 25 laps in to a 60-lap run, or at least it could be as long as 60 laps. But we'll see here is about where they said about 30 laps in is where the tires start to make their shift. And we'll see who starts to get faster. Because as of the moment, the top, 6 all ran a certain speed. Reddick was faster of them all. So Reddick could be the one that has the long-run speed to keep moving forward. But it's definitely notable that there are some cars that are getting better as the run moves on. Trying to see, where's Chastain? There's Chastain. Decent time. But Kyle Busch has the fresh tires. He's the furthest up of those that took tires. He's running 19th at the moment. So he has moved forward. Question is, can he continue to move forward with those 8-lap fresher tires? Yeah, Toyota looks good. They look good on the short run. Here's my question, though, is what's going to happen as the run continues? Because if they get caught in traffic, because they also started in the top 3 or 4 positions. And Truex, from what I've seen, has actually gone a little bit backwards. And so I'm not sure exactly if it's a traffic thing or a clean air thing. Oh, I want to see that Red Bull car. It's only open a couple times a year, and I think it's during Fan Week for the Cup Series or possibly when the dirt cars are there. I have seen the Cleveland show. I don't remember it that well, but I do remember... I remember the episode, pieces of it, that is. I wouldn't be able to recite it for you, but I do remember the episode. Let's see. What is up? Dumbbutt 49. Another commercial. Our favorites. We all love our commercials. What would we do without our commercials? Let's see. Oh, Briscoe, that's a 29 too. That's not a good lap. That's a bad lap. 28.9, 28.9, 28.9, 28.9. Yeah, they're all running the exact same pace. Like the exact same numbers. 28.7, 28.8, 28.9. And it's like all the way down to 20th. They're all running the same speed. So track position, track position, track position is what this is going to be. All right, let's get the phone out here. All right. Let's see if there's any Twitter updates here. Nothing changed up there so far as the race coverage comes back. Yep, nothing on Twitter yet either, so I don't even see a lot of updates getting taken care of there. So, yeah, it looks like, I hate to say it, we're in for one of those runs where we're just going to slowly plug away. Front 4 Toyotas all within a second and 3/4 of each other. Chase Elliott about a second and a half back from that. Oh, that's right. It was the Coke 600. Yes, the squeaky chair has returned. I hate this squeaky chair. I did not see Bob Pockrass reply to any bots. I'm going to have to look at that. 28 to go, so 33 in, 28 to go. I'm not going to lie, guys. I think we're in for a snoozer. Just looking at it, I think we're in for a snoozer. Everybody's just running the same speed. It's not like the front guys are picking up and the back guys are falling back. So there won't even be lap traffic. I mean, even 20th position is 11 seconds back. They're all running the same speed. That's what's happening. So yeah, no Marco in the rafters this time. I think he's sleeping over on the bed over there. So he is here, but he's not in the rafters this time. Looks like Reddick's looking at the back of Hamlin. He does seem to have the better car thus far. I've seen better lap times out of him. His has really stayed steady at the 28.6s. So we'll see if he can get by Hamlin and see if that'll allow him to keep moving forward. Yeah, no, I understand not every race is going to be good. I think the issue with this race specifically is it's not objectively a good race because there's not even comers and goers. Like a race can spread out because the leader may run away, but at least somebody in the back is starting to move forward, somebody in the front starting to slide back, and there's development in a run. I kid you not. I don't know, like, outside of Blaney getting up to 9th, I don't know if I've seen hardly any passes or any moves that have been made on the racetrack. Like, I just don't see any... Yeah, I don't see hardly any movement within the field up or down any positions. I mean, it is literally just everyone running the same speed every single lap. So 24 laps to go as they run. Like I said, not really anything going on. I think this is literally going to be a race where whoever gets out front might have a chance. Happy Chase has speed? Absolutely. I mean, it would be nice to see him, obviously lead, but at the end of the day, being the top Hendrick car for a change is a nice change of pace because, unfortunately, Bowman, he's still back there. So at least Gustafson can be hit or miss rather than just miss and miss. But yeah, I think that 48 needs to have some overhaul going on because they don't have the speed. And if it's the driver, I mean, I look at Hocevar or Raja as the potential replacement at some point. Not next year, but if the contracts are up after next year and Hendrick has a chance to go grab Hocevar, do it. That's a good call. I would take Hocevar right now. Yeah, Blaney looks like he's got a good car. He can close up on people a little bit better, too. So his lap times are a little bit more consistent. It looks like he just went by, on the timer, he just went by Hocevar. But it looks like he's a little bit better. He's still not as fast as the cars up front, but he can make his way through the traffic is the big thing. So Blaney does seem to have the better car of the guys that are moving forward. But it's not like a Ford or a Chevy, or it's not a manufacturer-specific thing. It's just everybody running the same speed. I don't know how you fix that. I mean, they're all running about the same speed. It's crazy. Like, give or take a tenth of a second, and you're, like, engulfing the whole field. It's ridiculous. I mean, fastest car on the track last lap looks like it might have been Chris Buescher in 18th. And you know what? He still ain't going to pass Bubba Wallace next lap because Bubba only ran a second or a tenth of a second off of him. Like they're all within just such a small gap. It's bad. But yeah, I will say Blaney does have some speed. He's found his way to make, a way to move forward. So that's a good sign for him. But it sure looks like it's just like a giant game of the accordion back and forth. Like I close in on a guy, I air wash, I back up, and everyone's running the same speed. I mean, I don't know if Ty Gibbs is really that good. He's been in clean air the whole time, and he's only got a 0.3 of a second lead. So maybe he's not that good. We don't know because nobody can really pass. Oh, actually, as I say that, here comes Eric Jones looking for the lead to the inside. Are you kidding me, Fox? Are you kidding me? Eric Jones just pulled to the inside and was side-by-side drag racing Ty Gibbs, and they just cut to commercial. Fire all of the Fox broadcasters. This is pathetic. That is pathetic. What are you doing? A battle for the lead just started. And you just... Commercial. Seriously? I mean... We're going to miss the pass for the lead? No, it looks like he's a half second back, so he must have washed up or something. Now the entire front four is within a half second of each other. So something's going on. We got a 4-car battle for the lead, but we don't get to see it. Why did NASCAR sign back on with Fox? This is terrible. The quality of the broadcast is a huge problem. IndyCar had terrible racing today, and I know IndyCar fans will probably say, hey, that's just what racing is. No. If you have push to pass on a street course, it's a bad option, because push to pass just allows people to defend a position that they really shouldn't be able to defend because they got a bad run. So push to pass, in my opinion, is actually worse than anything else because it allows people to just defend. But either way, like the IndyCar race, it was a normal race up front, but just, I mean, you can't get comers and goers through the field because once everyone strings out over a course of 10 laps, there's maybe one pass for the rest of the whole run. And that's why I will say DRS, as unpopular as it may be, it allows the swapping back and forth. If a car's better than you and he passes you and he can't drive away, you can pass him back. Like that's okay, I can work with that. Yeah, push to pass is by far the worst gimmick, without a doubt. All right, so looking at it now, front four within a second of each other, so it got close, and Reddick just went to second. Why are we missing the actual racing? The good part. Why are we missing it? Seriously. We shouldn't be missing this stuff. I don't think DRS is as much of a gimmick. All it's saying is you've clearly shown the better speed to get behind this guy, so this is to allow you to progress forward in the race. So I don't have a problem with that. Barry is running in 20th. Why not side by side? Because their producer is a moron. Here's the other part that ticks me off. Lap times are 30 seconds. We're coming back with 12 to go. That's 6 minutes. We are 6 minutes from a guaranteed stage caution where they could have done this full screen commercial. 6 minutes. 6. We're not talking 10, 20, 50. No, 6. I hate this, man. I hate Fox, man. I hate their broadcast crew. Not crew. I don't want to say it because it's not the people, but I hate the way they operate. This is bad. Trying to watch a race and figure out what's going on, and they're just pulling the race away from you so you'll never get to see it. So Jones has fallen back to 4th after challenging for the lead. Was the last we saw of him. Now he's in 4th. 12 to go. Reddick is starting to put the pressure on. We will see what he can do with Ty Gibbs here. I don't know if the Toyotas are good or not. Truex is 10th. Bell 16th. Bubba 20th. Like, it just seems like everybody's in the same boat where you run where you shuffle out. Once you shuffle out, that's where you're going to stay. Yeah, I mean, I'll say the broadcast booth needs some work, but overall, I just, man, you can't miss that type of racing. That's the best part of it. It's like Hocevar's starting to fall back. Did he make contact with somebody? He was running just top 10 not that long ago. He's all the way back to 13th now. So did he burn off his tires or something? His lap times are pretty far off. He's half a second off of everybody else. So might be worth looking, because I think with Hocevar falling back as much as he's fallen back there, he may have hit something. All right, Reddick's going to go high. 9 to go. Gibbs closing in on Austin Dillon. Oh, we got to get that notification off of here. Bye-bye, Facebook. Reddick right on the back of Ty Gibbs, but Gibbs is going to pull the aero block. Is it enough? It doesn't appear so. Reddick gets back to the gas. He's looking inside. Not quite enough, but he is right there. Reddick does look like he's got a really good car. I think an extra little bit of horsepower would help, but I think these tires are just too hard. Like I said, we're talking less than, what, less than 2 seconds of fall off over the course of a 60-lap run. Like, the tires make a difference, but not a huge difference. All right, Reddick inside. 7 to go in the stage. And he's going to have the bottom. Gibbs opens up. Gives him the bottom. So what's Reddick got? Not quite enough. He's going to have to settle back in line. 6 to go. All right, Reddick closing back in, trying to figure out which way to go. He's running the middle this time. Trying to look at who's closing up late in the stage, who's got the speed. Oh, definitely. Reddick's ended up right in the tire tracks of Gibbs. That's not ideal. 5 to go. How are the Rick Ware cars? Not good. Not inside the top 20. I cannot see them on my scoring thing. Oh, there's a big run now. Reddick with a good run. He's going to get there. Coming to 3 to go. Side by side for the lead. Ooh, we got a battle. We got a slide job coming. Reddick's going to send it in. He is going to pull it. He's got it. He's got the lead by a car length. Good. Corner for Reddick. Tyler Reddick, 3 to go on the stage, snags the lead. And right as that happens and Gibbs follows in the tire tracks, here comes Denny Hamlin right to the back of him. So Ty Gibbs' car may have fallen off. Question is, how can he hold on? He's got 3 laps to hold, just a couple spots for track position. Coming around to 1 to go in the stage. Don't really see any battles in the top 5. Gibbs has fallen back from Reddick just a smidge. Hocevar has fallen to 14th. Oofda. Big oof. By the way, best car on the new tires is Chris Buescher. He got up to 17th. So, worth a gamble, sure, but didn't end up working out. And coming back around to the stage. Caution, Reddick will win the stage. Ty Gibbs second. Denny Hamlin third. Eric Jones, 7 stage points in 4th. Elliott in 5th. Byron 6th. Blaney gets all the way up to 7th. Good move from him in that stage. 8th is Michael McDowell getting more stage points. I'm telling you, 34, he's going to get in. And then Briscoe and Truex will round out the top 10. Shout out Carson Hocevar, though. Still ended up 15th. The other 2 Spire cars aren't anywhere near him. So, good drive for Carson Hocevar, finding a way to stay up there. Yeah, the racing was boring in 2018 because, unfortunately, the Gen 6 is a bad race car in general on those types of tracks. And it's because the Gen 6 car had too little downforce and was too aerodependent. And so what you ended up with was guys like Kevin Harvick in 2018 or Kyle Busch were not just the fastest, they were fastest like everywhere. Everywhere you unloaded that Gen 6 car, it was the fastest. And that was kind of a problem. Where if you look back and you go back to when they had like 900 horsepower, 2014 and prior, there really wasn't any season where a guy would show up and be the fastest car every single week. It just didn't happen. They'd be fast in a lot of places, but there's a reason you'd show up to Pocono and out of nowhere Casey Kane would win, and then the next time you were there, Jimmy Johnson would win, and the next there was a different guy that was the best every week. Like 2021, look at Kyle Larson. That Gen 6 car, when it's wired up and has a good driver behind it, he could have won 20 races that year, legitimately. He won 10 of them. It was just that level of a dominant season because everywhere he went, he was the fastest car on the racetrack. So we're going to wait for green flag pit stops. I'm going to insert an ad quick, and we'll be right back. If you have YouTube Premium, you don't have an ad. So you're just going to watch as I check my phone for something. All right, let's go in here. Oops, too far down. Big East tournament this week. Yeah, it's going to be a miracle if I don't fall asleep, and I'm on a stream. So you guys better have some good chats coming in, because not good so far. Like I said, I'm not one of those people who thinks a boring race means it's the worst thing in the world. I just think this just shows this car is not... They're not being aggressive enough with the changes to the short track package. They have to be aggressive. If they really... I mean, the Gen 7 short track stuff was some of the best. But that being said, Phoenix has always kind of sucked. The only thing I can say for Phoenix is put some progressive banking in it and give them something else to work with. I think cutting the apron off was a bad idea. Don't do that. But give them something to work with. How about them Hawkeyes? The Lady Hawks. Lady Hawkeyes. Yeah, Big Ten tournament champions for the 3rd straight year. And everybody knows Caitlin Clark by now. That's not even a... That's not even who won the... Yeah, no, everybody kind of knows. I wish she would come back for a 5th year, just because of the enjoyment of college basketball. But, that being said, it is totally makes sense for her to go to the pro. The Bears and NASCAR GMs are the same person. Oh, that's right. You're kind of in the Bears area. Yeah, the Bears are bad, man. I mean, and here's the thing. The Vikings almost hired Ryan Poles, and I am really glad they didn't, because I do not think he's a good GM. He is definitely not my my cup of tea. So we're now 4 laps into the stage. We've yet to pit. What are we waiting for? The caution was literally for nothing. We knew it was coming. We should have been prepared for it. And yet, nothing. We're not doing anything. Oh, okay, just throwing it out there. So yeah, needless to say, yeah, need a little help there. Well, the Bears owner can be 102 years old. Yeah, the Bears are. I'm sorry, Bears fans. You do deserve better. You can have a Lions season once in a while, I guess. Now, the Lions do not deserve better. I shouldn't say that. The Lions, like group or whatever you would call them, the Lions like team. I don't think there's really much I dislike about them. There are some of their fans that just went bat wild crazy last year. I don't know what it is. I mean, you know, they had a good season. Like, there's nothing wrong with them having a good season or anything like that. It was more just the comments like, we run the North. The NFC runs through us. It's like, dude, you won your first division in 30 years. Whew, settle down. Like, before you go too far, just remember, it's the first time in 30 years you won a division. Settle down. Who the heck? Byron just got 5 freaking spots. Lovely. That's Byron. He won't have to pass a car all day. He might just pit stop his way to the lead. Hamlin gets a battle off pit road. Reddick second. Byron third. Elliott did gain a spot, so he is 4th. Gibbs lost 3. And Eric Jones went all the way back to 10th. So really bad stop there. I think all of them were 4-tire stops, so I'm not sure what happened to a couple of the other ones, but Carson Hocevar, bad stop. Bad. Michael McDowell didn't have a good stop either, so... Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do a lot of research on the short track package, or at least when they found out it was bad in 22, they've been very slow to adapt. Like this, them having 750 horsepower should have been done by this year. Like every driver and owner has said, hey, we can do 750 like tomorrow. We can do it now. And the NASCAR's just, they don't want to admit they're wrong. They don't want to open up that window of, oh, Maybe they do need horsepower. Like, they want to keep that window closed. And the fact is, they are wrong. So, yeah, I don't know. Do not like Byron? I do not like Byron. I am not a huge fan of Byron. And it really has nothing to do with anything specific. I'm just not a huge fan of his at all. I mean, it just irritates me for some reason. It's probably because of all the wins he gets, and he doesn't do anything. So, like, Watkins Glen was a win where it's like, oh, yeah, Byron dominated that race. Like, good for him. The rain race at Atlanta, he ran well, so not bad, but it was a rain race. And he would have had to pit real soon to get tires. And then you add in, like, Texas. You know, as a guy I do like Larson. So when Larson's race gets taken or ended because of a late race caution, and then he gets crashed out, and then Byron just inherits the lead, because that happened at Texas. It happened at not Homestead. It happened at why am I not being able to say the word? Darlington was another one. Ross Chastain took them both out, and he just whoop right to the lead. And so, yeah, those frustrate me. Vegas last year, Phoenix last year, all of those races, Kyle Larson literally, when I say he had them won, like, if a caution doesn't come out, he has them won. Sorry, I say he had them won. I think Harvick would have won the first Phoenix race. But either way, he was, like, right there. And then, again, the caution is the only thing that won him the race. Without that caution, he has no chance. He was not going to win. He still would have won top 5. So that's what I mean. Like, my dislike of it is more to do with just the way he lucks into wins rather than anything else. But it's more Rudy Fugle. Like, I mean, the guy's good. He just puts Byron in circumstances to go win. Can't be mad at that, but I don't have to like it. That's my thing. I don't have to, be mad about it, but I don't have to like it either. And that's what I'm choosing to do. I don't have to like it. Yeah, Byron deserved the Logano or the 2022 Darlington race. I'm not going to disagree there. He definitely deserved that one. But Kyle Larson, I mean, he got taken out. Because Byron, you got to remember, there was a caution right before that. Byron literally went from 10th to 1st in 2 cautions. Two cautions. He gained like 10 spots because cars kept crashing out in front of him. And because of the lane choice he was in, he just whoop both times. And, I mean, good on him for the lane choice, but it's annoying if you're a guy that was like, oh, really? My guy got taken out and this guy lucked his way into another win? Really? So, yeah. Like I said, I don't have to like it. I can just not like it. That's it. I'll just leave it there. All right, so it looks like it'll be Hamlin, Reddick. Oh, what happened to Gregson? Ooh, bad pit stop. Oh, wait, no, he's in 10th. Why does it... Did he go to the back? Oh, well, as I say that, Larson just has a pit problem, goes to the back. Great. I think the reason nobody says Harvick backed into it is because Harvick didn't need the caution to win him the race. He would just simply close out races. If you look at the races that he was the closer, I mean, running out of fuel at the Coke 600 is, yeah, luck. But a lot of the other times, it's like, he made the right pit call and got out front and led, like, when I say he won those races late, he won them off of like a 20 to 15, 10, whatever, like, but it was a run. Not like green, white checker where I snuck out front, I win. That was more the frustration on that. Ooh, big move. Oh, Byron, don't squeeze him in the wall. What are you doing? Elliott had a good run, got on the outside, and Byron just about fenced him. Woo. I was about to get real hot right there. Outside lane seems to be the place to go. Noah Gragson just used it to get 3 spots from the outside as well. So going the real high outside lane gives you such a good run down the backstretch. So it seems to be a good way to go. Because, yeah, there goes Gragson. He is cleared now into the 8th spot. Meanwhile, 3 wide behind him. It's Jones, it's Truex, and it's Briscoe. Meanwhile, Gragson looking high on Brad Keselowski. Not quite enough to get there. See where Ty Gibbs cycled out. He cycled out in 5th. He is still on the inside of William Byron. He's going to heat his tires up down there. This will be interesting to see how he runs because he had clean air the entire final stage, or first stage, and he fell back at the very end of the stage. Now, there will be a pit stop sequence in the middle of this stage somewhere, so we'll see what happens there too. could be cautions too. Who knows? So as they run, it's going to be Hamlin, Reddick, Elliott, Byron, Gibbs in the top 5. Oh, and there's some jingles. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, he's interested. Somebody's over there. And then, what was I told you? Top 10. Blaney, Keselowski, Gregson, Truex, and Jones. Meanwhile, Byron and Truex are still battling. I think I think Gibbs is going to heat his tires up trying to battle here. I think this is a bad move. If he can get the spot, great, but I think this is now like 6 or 7 straight laps of kind of battling. This could be very detrimental towards the end of the stage when they've got a lot more laps on those tires. I think he just cleared. Fox cut away and showed the back of a guy's uniform. I kid you not. They cut away from a battle to show the back of a guy's uniform. Why? Any producer could tell you that's a stupid thing to do. Man, Fox is just not good. Let's go look over here. Abolish stage racing. I wouldn't oppose to it. Stage cautions. Yes, I would say that. Sorry. Yes, abolish stage cautions. Stage racing is not bad. So yeah, I would say that. Stage cautions can be abolished, though. It might go green all of stage 2. I mean, guys have had a chance to get some adjustments in, and there really wasn't any incidents outside of one guy in stage 1. So we'll have to see where exactly this run ends up. But could it be actions detrimental? It could be actions winning detrimental. I don't know. Actions fundamental. How about that? Bubba Wallace doors Chastain on the exit. Just a little tight. Ooh, just a little contact, but it got Chastain out of the gas, and he got swallowed up after that. So as they run 17 into the stage, like I said, 120 lap stage, they will have to pit somewhere in here, but the tire fall off was around 2 seconds, so I think it's going to be one of those deals where once one guy hits pit road, the rest are coming with. And I think that's probably the right call. I think if I'm, I always like to crew chief for my favorite driver, so if I'm Chase Elliott, I want to be the first on pit road. I want to try and jump the 2 in front and drive away. But then if I am, Noah Gragson or someone else, I'm not afraid of running the stage all the way out and maybe catching a caution because of what it can do for my track position, but also because of what I can gain from it from a standpoint of if I pit and a caution comes out after that, I will still be on fresh tires and I can stay out. So, it's the gamble of saying if anything happens, I have a chance to gain track position. Oh, I didn't get the chance to see that race, so I did not see Dawson Cram do anything. Gosh dang it. Dawson Cram at Phoenix is a menace. He is the enemy of the people. Dawson Cram is the enemy of the people at Phoenix. He cost my boy Brett championship, man. I just don't know what to say. Oh, he didn't cause the wreck. He just piled into it. That's even better. Literally, he could be the nicest guy on the earth. I'm not going to like him. I can't. Not after what he did. Not after what he did. I'm still mad about that. And I won't not be mad. All right. Well, they've sort of cycled out. Looks like Gregson had a couple bad laps. Fell back to 10th. Just got to get back in rhythm so he doesn't drop any more positions. But really impressed, honestly, out of the speed of the SHR cars. And it has appeared so far throughout the year. The Briscoe-Gregson tandem is probably going to be one of the better Stewart-Haas tandems. It looks like those two are going to be like the 2 cars that run up front. Now, Priest is not running bad. I'm trying to see. Barry was in the top 20 for a minute. But looking at it, I think those 2 are going to have the best speed out of Stewart-Haas on a more regular basis. So I'm very excited to see that because I was a little concerned for Noah. If you want to win a championship, make sure Dawson Cram is not entered in the race. Depends. If you're not the best car, Dawson Cram can help you. Justin Allgaier. Oh, dude. I was watching when Justin Allgaier had that incident, and I was shocked at how bad the booth did with that call. I mean, it was literally just like, and Justin Allgaier has crashed. Bro, it was 5 to go. The race was won. Where's the thing of like, oh my goodness, Justin Allgaier's around? Like, where is the shock and awe from the booth? Instead, they're just like, oh no, look what has happened over here in the corner. Oh dearie me. Seriously? Like, I don't know. I feel like the commentators aren't invested in the race, and that's part of the issue. But man, Allgaier had that thing won. He's had so many races like that, though, where he deserves to win and something stupid takes him out of it. It's happened to him so many times. Let's see here. Landon Huffman didn't make the field. Holy moly. He's usually pretty good. Must have been a pretty good... that's a good sign for the Cars Tour, though. It means they got a good lineup. Yeah, Jamie Little does not need to be in the booth. She is a great pit reporter. She is not a good booth member. It just isn't working. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so Nick said he was losing his mind when Allgaier wrecked. That's exactly what I was doing. I was in a car. We were driving home, and it was just like, oh my goodness, look what happened. Like, I mean, everyone for a second thought I saw something in the ditch or like some animal get hit or something. But no, it was just what happened on the screen. I was like, I had to react to it. It was like, oh my gosh. So it's Hamlin, Reddick, Elliott, Gibbs, Byron. So Gibbs did win that battle with Byron, but 26 laps in, let's see what his tires do over the course of the next 20, maybe 30, I'm not sure. You're going to have to do about 62 laps, so you're still going to do about the full stage in terms of laps on your tires. I mean, if you're going to split it in half, that is. So it's not like they're going to cut a significant amount of laps out of the run. So they're 27 laps into the stage. Like I said, they're probably still another 30-some from pitting. Yeah, NBC, here's the thing. There's a balance between being too loud and not knowing when to, like, what to say or something. Because Alan Bestwick is a perfect example of this. He didn't typically have to make a lot of noise. He was very good about knowing when to talk, knowing when to shut up, and just let people see what's happening. You know, like, he knows how to say 3 wide and 3, and then that's it. He doesn't have to say 3 wide and 3. The car on top has the momentum, and he's starting to move this way and like, no, he just 3 wide and 3. What happens after that? You're the TV viewer. Watch, you'll see. Like, you know, his job is just to, you know, kind of grab attention and do a quick little point of something small, but that's it. After that, it's the viewer's thing to watch. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like there's a fine line between that and, like I said, when people just yammer and babble and it's not fun at all. You know, like if someone was watching, they're talking about Chase Elliott right now, I'm not even sure what they're saying because I'm streaming, but like there's too many times where they just can't watch it. I mean, all you have to say when you're doing like a through the field is, here's his day so far, this, typically runs good at Phoenix, average finish of this, and on to the next driver. It doesn't have to be like and I think he's just so talented. Like, that doesn't add to the viewing experience. What adds to the viewing experience is stuff that are statistics, data, and like opinions don't do that. You can have a little gushing. If someone does something really incredible, like a really good save, you can gush over it, for sure. But yeah, we don't need, you know, gushing over nothing. Oh my gosh, Jamie Little said congratulations, Justin Allgaier, as they're wrapping up. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that's a perfect example of something that's like, we tried, we failed. Let's go back to this. Like, we tried and failed. And as I had mentioned earlier about Ty Gibbs, here comes Byron. He's going right around him. And I was curious if he was going to hurt his tires with how long he ran side by side with him. And now he's holding the spot right now, but I think that was a bad idea to run that many laps side by side. Still side by side, so he's going to hold on. This time Byron's on the bottom, though. Yeah, no, especially when they're like fumbling over words, that's a problem. Like, I fumble over words from time to time, but I'm not a pro. I'm a guy with a GoPro. Like, Twitter went wild. I bet they did. I was watching a lot of the tournament games, so I didn't get a chance to catch that. Ooh, tight on exit. Byron's still battling, but see, this is the thing. Is Byron going to hurt his tires heading forward? That's right. Chase Elliott doesn't even have top 10 this year. Oof. Creed won the 2000 Truck Series Championship. Man. See, now this is a perfect spot for a commercial break. I'm going to be honest. When you're going to have a long green run like this and a commercial break pops in, this one's okay. By the way, Byron did get by Gibbs, so he took 4th. And then Gibbs is now battling Truex for 5th. So like I said, Gibbs tires, those may not age real well. They might age like milk. So keeping an eye on lap times, though, Byron actually just ran a really good lap in 4th. But Denny Hamlin out front has actually stretched out over Tyler Reddick. So it appears this run, Hamlin's been able to kind of sneak away and stay away. 36 laps in. There's no chance of pit stops yet because it's still a little too early. So, again, this is a good spot. If you're going to have to do a green flag commercial, this one's okay. But that being said, that's the thing about a producer. That's their job to know when the good time is and when not a good time is. So, I just wish NASCAR would mandate a commercial amount. Like, you can have one commercial every 15 minutes. That's it. Like, you get 4 per hour. And so if a caution's back-to-back, go ahead, run 2 commercials. But then that means the rest of the time we're getting green flag racing. You know? Also, I've showed this off before, but I'm going to show it off again. It's so pretty. I don't know. It just catches my eye. Like, so pretty. So yes, that is my mic stand. But I have to show it off. And that's what this little... maybe I put it a little lower and it'll be out of the shot. Right about there. There. See now? You barely notice it. Just right... That little piece is the only thing on the camera, so not bad. Oh, squeaky chair, squeaky chair. I'm going to throw you out into a dumpster. This race is really boring, I'm not going to lie, guys. And again, I know what a good race entails. And the reason I'm saying this is boring is because we don't have strategy or racing. We just have follow the leader. And we're just, you know, watching and waiting for the pit stop cycle for something to happen. We'll just keep waiting, I guess. Keeping an eye on it. I still think the Toyotas might be good because Bell has now rebounded up into the 7th spot. So looking at where Bell's at now, Bell's 7th, Truex 6th. Like, we got 5 of the top 10 that are Toyota. And then you have Jones and Bubba in 11th and 17th. Who are we missing? Oh, John Hunter. Where in the world is he? He is gone. John Hunter is not on that list at the moment. And then, are we missing a Gibbs car? No, we're not. How many are there? There's 4, 2, 2. There should be 4, 2, 6. There should be 8. And I see 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. So John Hunter's the only one not running really well. Bubba's in 17th, so not ideal, but he's at least close. I will actually be at Phoenix the next time they race there. It's crazy to think I am going to that race. That is wild. I am very, very, very excited for the future of NASCAR broadcasting with Dale Jr. and Amazon and TNT or whatever, however many booths he's in. Because I think those broadcast booths are going to be way more open to listening to how Dale Jr. says to run a race broadcast. Because it sounds like NBC and Fox are kind of like, this is how we do it. This is the proper way to do it. This is how we tell you to do it. And I think Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to have a way better input. I mean, he's going to be a lot more out the window. We should be focusing on these things. He's going to be able to probably command the booth a little bit where, you know, he looks down and sees something and says, show that battle. You know, he can just simply go off his, you know, mute his mic with a button and say, show the battle for 10th, show that battle with the 9, show the battle with the 8, show the, you know, whatever. But I think he's going to do a much better job of telling the story of the race rather than just, well, we have 15 commercials planned, and we have 15 sponsored segments to plan, and we need at least 2 minutes of onboard camera with all Toyotas. And so that, they've got all these little quotas to meet, rather than, no, we don't do any of that. We just tell the story of the race and sell advertisement, because it's a more effective, better way to get the sport to grow, which makes the sponsors grow, which makes the advertising grow. It's a self-feeding cycle. So we're still green here, looking at lap times. No, everybody ran the same speed. Literally, everybody ran the same speed last lap. Goodness gracious. 45 laps down, 120 total. So still about 80, actually right at 80 laps to go. Like I said, 60 is the midpoint. 62 is actually the midpoint. But I think you will see guys pit around lap 60 would be the number. Talking about Eric Jones, not a bad idea. Actually, they say he's going the wrong way. He actually lost all those spots on pit road. Okay, weird. They're talking about Eric Jones, talking about him falling back and saying you didn't need to mess with the guys in front of him. It looks like he's a long ways out. So I think that's just he doesn't want him battling too long because of what it can do to your tires. But it doesn't appear that that's something that's like a feud. Let's see here. Did Dale Jr. announce what races he was doing this year? He's not doing any. He's not at NBC or Fox unless he chooses to kind of guest star. But otherwise, I think he is set to go to Amazon next year, and that's where he's going to be. So I think he's going to focus on the Cars Tour and Junior Motorsports and his podcast and those types of things. But, yeah, like I said, I think that's one of those things that it's going to matter. Like, it's kind of interesting just to think about. Oh, Racing Xfinity, no. I don't know if he's announced those yet. I hope he does Bristol again. Man, he was so fun to watch at Bristol. And it would be 20 years since he ran at Bristol. So if he could convince Menards and somehow snag the 81 if it's not already taken, I would love to see a Dale Earnhardt Jr. 81 at Bristol. 20 years after he won the first time. That'd be so cool. I hope it happens, man. That'd be so cool. Buzz, buzz. Another commercial. Again, probably okay because we're before green flag pit stops. Don't like them that close together if you don't have to because it interrupts the flow of a fan's experience. But, not the worst thing to have in the world. So, looks like Hamlin is starting to get into some lap traffic, which could be very interesting when you start talking about pit strategy and what to do. Because as lap traffic becomes a factor, that is just all the more issues you're going to have trying to get past them and heating up your tires. And so when you're trying to plan your strategy, do you try to make sure you spend as much time in clean air as possible? Could be. Although the pace has fallen off enough that you could probably get by guys fairly easily. It's a little over a second off the pace. So if you're a second faster right out of the gate, you should be able to get by guys decently quick. Yeah. Oh, 81. That's right. That's right. He'll have to do it in the 8. Oh, they don't. No, not the 8. He'll have to do the 80. I don't know. He'll have to just drive his regular 88. Bummer. That'd be a cool throwback. It'd be cool. What a shame. Maybe on the 25th anniversary you can do that. So wait another 5 years. He can come back and do it all again. All right. How's them lap times doing? Yeah, the front two Toyotas seem to be getting into some traffic because they are slower than the 3 cars behind them, which is Bell, Byron, and Elliott. So I'm thinking that that's probably meaning traffic is starting to become a factor. But 8 laps and the pit window will open. Technically, it's probably already open, but I think we're going to see them not want to push too heavy on the front end of it and like pit way early. Also, shout out Alex Bowman. I mentioned him earlier, not running all that well. Up to 13th. So, unfortunately, Hendrick is 3-4. Kyle Larson at pit penalty is 19th. And he's 13th, so he's still not great, but at least he's moving forward. All right, we coming back for... No, we're more commercial. Dang it. Here we go. Now, where is Denny? I kind of need to see where he's at on the racetrack. Oh, yeah, Denny is in heavy lap traffic. Yeah, I wouldn't mind staying out long if I'm Noah. I wouldn't mind it. I do. I mean, it could really hurt his race. I'm not going to discredit that, but I just think there's a gamble worth taking in there somewhere. A loose wheel, something like that. Like, you can catch a break and gain a lot of position on that. Oh, Blaney's in. Blaney is the first to pit road. I told you it was coming. All right, pits are open. Ring the bell. Here they come. I believe is Brad in? No, Brad's still out. So let's see who starts coming this time around. Larson in. Chastain in. Here they come. Byron, Bell, Truex. Gregson staying out. Good. I like that. Let's see what he can do. I believe Hamlin is still staying out. Yep, he is. So Truex just leaving. It looks like you will lose a lap. You do lose a lap ever so slightly. So 1 lap off is where Chase pitted from Byron. We'll see if that pit sequence goes well. Come on, just hit your marks. Nothing crazy, guys. So Denny Hamlin is still out there. Reddick is now in, though. That's going to be the one that brings him in. All right, let's see how stuff cycles. Yep, Byron jumped him. Gosh dang it. I'm not a Byron fan. Mostly because I know Byron's car is typically faster than Chase's, so once he gets in front, he ain't going to be able to pass him. Now let's see where Reddick cycles out in here, because I don't know if Reddick's going to be able to hold off Byron. I mean, there's enough laps in there. He may lose that spot. Yeah, no, Reddick still got in decent time, in and out, so. Oh, man, Byron smoked him by like 3 seconds. All right, Hamlin is out. So right now, Todd Gillen, Kyle Busch, Ricky Stenhouse, Carson Hocevar, Derek Kraus are the guys gambling. Those are the guys running pit strategy. Now remember, as they run, if a caution comes out, they would be the leaders. And right now, everyone would stay out and they'd pit, and it would kind of cycle that way. But if what happens is they run another 20 laps before they decide to pit, everyone's probably coming back. And then they get to lead them to pit road. I mean, there's only an 8-second gap between Hamlin and Gilliland, so he'll probably run him down in that 20-lap window before he will pit, and that would mean he'll be a little over a lap down. But again, what he's gambling on is, I mean, he's not gambling for 10 spots. He's gambling to jump into the top 5, or like at the snap of your fingers. I still like that gamble. When you're running on the 20s and 30s, do something to try to get the track position. Once you're up there, you can do what you can to hold it, but do something to try to get there. I like that idea. Oh, 40 laps. I was wrong. I said 20. They can run 40 more laps, according to Larry Mack, the pit king himself. But Larry Mack says they can run another 40 laps. They can run all the way to 102 laps in the stage, which would be about lap 165-ish. and the stage would end like only 20 laps later. So honestly, if you're a car right now like Hocevar, I think you've made your bed and you have to sit in it and then expect to take the wave around on 20 lap old tires. If you don't stay on the lead lap, that is. If you do, then you can just go get tires like everybody else. But if you don't, you can get your lap back and have only 20 lap old tires. So I think at that point you're playing a game. Now Kyle Busch just came in. That's interesting because Kyle I thought was going to try and run the strategy out, but he came in now. So he kind of bailed out of the strategy a few laps early. So we'll see if that works. I don't think that's going to work out real well for Kyle. Yep, just there for the pit stops. Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Reddick inside of Hamlin. Oh, he's stuck behind Hocevar. Hocevar now going to go to the bottom and put the air off of Reddick, so Hamlin's going to have the advantage. And Hamlin's going to get the lead back. So just lane choice. It's all the difference it took. So Hamlin will hold the lead. Reddick is right in pursuit. And then it's about a 3-second gap to Byron and another 1.5 seconds to Elliott. And I think Elliott's got about a couple tenths on Bell. So they're all in the same ballpark right there. Alrighty, so now we have officially hit the halfway point of the stage. Like I said, everybody tends to be on the front half of the stage when they're trying to flip it. I think Busch may have pitted just to stay right ahead of the leaders, just to give himself enough cushion. I don't know if he went a lap down in that pit sequence. But that being said, the lead is much bigger now. Like, the chances... Oh, sorry, Busch did lose that lap. Kyle Busch going to go 3 wide. He's got to get his lap back yet. Oh, slow stop. Slow stop for Gibbs. He didn't have to come back. It said they had to recheck. He rechecked it during the pit stop and lost himself some spots. That's what that is. And that moves Bell ahead of Elliott. I was just mentioning as they showed the pit stop. But yes, looks like Bell got back ahead. So the Toyotas seem to be the car to beat thus far because Bell has worked his way forward throughout the day. All right, Reddick's still going to go after Hamlin here. Now, Todd Gilliland, I'm trying to see who has to pit. Gilliland, Stenhouse, Hocevar all have to pit yet. So that's 3 spots that will drop. And when those 3 spots drop, that'll cycle Gragson into 9th. And Bowman will be a top 10 car. So as I mentioned earlier when I kind of said Bowman was not showing it, well, starting to show up a little, I guess. Oh, man, Reddick almost got him in that time by, but Hamlin squeaks back ahead. But the battle for the future lead is on. Actually, the battle for the lead in general is going to be on because they're closing in on Todd Gilliland. They'll be there in a lap and a half. So it may come down to Todd Gilliland's lane choice as far as who gets to keep the lead. Yeah, Elliott's starting to drop back. He just got passed by Busch, and now passed by Truex, so... the pain. He's still running all right. He's still going to be in the top 10 spot, just not the race win speed. And Reddick will... Oh, man, he got them both. He just got around the outside of Hamlin, peeked his nose, and snuck right by Gilliland at the same time. 2 for 1, Tyler Reddick to the lead. Hamlin will sneak through. He'll just power by. But he'll power through for second. So those two Toyotas out front, they are now 4.5 seconds ahead of William Byron. So that lead has really opened up. The heck happened to Chase's car? They had a pit stop. Alan Gustafson had a chance to touch it. What do you think was going to happen? So he's back to 9th. Let's see here. And it looks like he just fell back to Blaney now. Man, he's way off the pace, too. He's half a second slower than Byron, half a second slower than Bell. So they made a noticeable mistake. Oh, that's unfortunate. But it was what it was. I do like the 38 strategy, though. Like I said, if you got to try it. Do something. Give yourself a shot. Keep an eye on the 38. Did he just pit? No, he's still third. So 38's still hanging in there. I'm not sure if Chase is trying to save tire or what the deal is. I mean, he is noticeably slower. Like 0.2 slower than Gibbs. 0.4 slower than Bell. He's just off. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the 45 and 11 are the class of field. I agree with there, Tayton. It doesn't look like anyone really has anything for them. Even when they don't cycle out to the front, they are the top two cars. Gibbs made that mistake earlier, fell, and now he's like 13th. So he had a good run earlier before the stuff kind of caught up to him, but I don't think anyone's going to touch those other two. So Stenhouse and Gilliland still need to pit. I don't see anyone else that still needs to pit out there. Yeah, it looks like everybody else has made their stop. All right. Well, let's see what we can do now. So as they currently run, Reddick has opened up about a second. And, yeah, they've gapped. Oh, well, actually, as I said that, Bell just went by Byron. So it does appear to be a Toyota race right now because they are now the top three. Truex is faster than Byron, so by like 0.4 of a second. So I think that's probably going to bode well for him. Still got a little ways to go to get there, but they will probably have the top 4 spots here in just a little bit. Meanwhile, Brad Keselowski has quietly found himself into the top 10 just by good, consistent running and good pit stops, staying in sequence, and he has found his way up to 9th. And like I said, when Ty Gillen pits, that'll move him into 8th. So Brad Keselowski has had an abysmal start to the year and found his way up front, so starting to move in the right direction. 43 to go in the stage as they run. Look at the next one. 42 to go. Trying to see lap time wise. Bell is actually the fastest on the track. Not surprised. If you know who his crew chief is, that's the guy. Adam Stevens. It is Adam Stevens, right? Yeah, it's Adam Stevens. Oh gosh, I didn't even think about it. I haven't seen Joey Logano all day. Oof, where is he running? 23rd. Yike. Wow, that is bad. I had said, by the way, don't be surprised if Joey Logano missed the playoffs. If he doesn't sneak a win somewhere, don't be surprised if he misses the playoffs. I stand by that. 40 to go, and he's 23rd. Like, that's deep in the field. I'm pretty proud, though, of Noah Gragson, man. He's come out with a lot of pressure. Probably not all justified pressure, but just a lot of pressure for the Ford camp and Stewart-Haas to perform this year. And he has done a fantastic job so far this year. Running in 10th, and like I said, when when Todd Gilliland eventually pits, he'll be right up there taking that 9th spot. So where's he running with? Yeah, he's closing in on Keselowski, so he's got a chance to gain a couple spots, snag some stage points. He had that point penalty, so he's got to overcome a little of that before he'll be in the top 16. But he keeps running like this, he'll find his way there. $38 laps to go. Like I said, still what? Oh, Byron's about to go around Gillen. I was like, did it just show Gillen pass Byron? What a lap time there. Yeah, 3/10 different. 3/10 different, by the way. 50 laps difference on tire, 3/10. That tells you what to do late in the race. Seriously, late in the race, if you're running in the 20th on back and everyone comes to pit with like 10 to go, stay out. Like, and if you're the only one that stays out, you'll probably get eaten alive. But why everyone should pit during that point is an idiotic decision. You know, you should absolutely stay out because the tires wear in and they run about the same pace. Like I said, Todd Gilliland's only back to 5th. And let's see here. Where is Stenhouse? 14th. That's not bad. I'll be very curious to see how far up Tyler Reddick is able to lap in the next 36 laps, too. All right, he's going to fall back to 5th. Or sorry, 15th. I'm looking at Stenhouse, dropping another spot. His lap time, about half a second. Half a second! 50 laps, half a second! That's wild. I mean, 50 lap older tires are half a second. That ain't nothing. Yeah, I'm a little surprised at how bad Chastain's been today, too. Just not really a factor. But, you know, the Trackhouse cars had that a little bit last year, too, where they would not really be a factor for a few weeks. And then they'd kind of pop up with some speed randomly. So they don't seem to have the consistency, but, I mean, they're also a very, very new team with a very small notebook compared to some of these other teams. So, I don't know if I'd put too much in that. All right, so it looks like we're coming into roughly 30 to go in the stage. 35? No, 30. 30 to go. Yeah. Yeah, 30 to go. Yeah. 30 to go. I just hope, honestly, for short track and road course, the faster they can just say 750 horsepower, everyone can agree that's a good option for the short tracks. Just keep what you did today. Unlock the 750 right now. Because I think 750 could make road courses a lot better, and it could definitely help a little bit on these other courses. You know, they really just need smaller brakes in as well. I mean, they can't, this one size fits all stuff is just not going to work. Like, you're going to have to have a little bit of the big motor and a slightly worse braking system. Oh, yawning. That's how bad the race has been. Anyway, we're in a commercial. I'm going to throw an ad in because I'm going to go grab another Mountain Dew because I need to wake up. And then we'll be back for the round out of the stage. And I'm gonna get my new chair. I don't like squeaky. I don't want this chair. Non-squeaky. How about that? Now we got it. All right. Ooh, battle for what will be 6th. Blaney, Elliott. Ooh, little contact there. I don't think he enjoyed that contact too much. Oh, and Todd Gillen went bottom, so I think that'll probably end that battle. New can engaged. Todd Gilliland is a hazard. Not a hazard, because he's not that far off the pace. But, yeah, I will agree. He needs to get the heck out of the way, because now Elliott's going to have a battle with Keselowski because the 38's been taking his line. I hate aero block, especially at short tracks. I just hate it. I just don't like it. I can't like it. Wonder how Richmond will be? Same. Richmond will be the same garbage. Because, again, the issue is just there's no power. There's no power in the car, and you have to have power under the race car. You know, they just don't have enough to really get the thing rolling. Taking a look at it now. Oh, wow, there's a battle for whatever spot. Gregson just got around Keselowski, or at least they should be battling. Yeah, they're battling. They're side by side. And Todd Gilliland is there as well, so I'm very curious to see who gets that spot. Because that would move Noah Gragson up to 8th, 7th? Oh, yeah, he got him. I don't think Keselowski knew he was out there. But that Danica Patrick, number 10, coming to the front. He's in P8. More stage points for Noah. That away. What a good start to the season for him. So finally a pit stop. He went as long as he could. Didn't catch the yellow. But again, if a yellow comes out in the next 10 laps, everyone's pitting. He's going to stay out. He still ends up with a benefit. Problem is he did lose a lap. So he'll do the wave around. And I'm guessing he'll do the wave around at the stage because of how long he ran. At the stage, what he'll be best off doing is running, going with the wave around, and then just running from the back at old tires. But with only, I don't know, 20 cars on the lead lap, that'll still be a beneficial position for him. 4D chess, if you will. That's 40 chess. It's an interesting concept, though, because what you're doing is basically saying, well, I can't win on this strategy. I might get lucky. But otherwise, what I can do is guarantee I'm the last car on the lead lap for the first, 25, 35, 40 laps of the run. And then if something happens there, I'm staying on the lead lap. But all you're doing is essentially fighting to stay on the lead lap. Because he had decent speed, but I don't know if that speed would have held on over the long haul. But I'd be curious. Let's see where he cycles out. Are you going to commercial? They are. Oh, Joey Logano's about to lose a lap. Eee! I'm excited. I like Joey Logano going a lap down. All right, I'm going to scroll down here quick. There we go. Todd Gilliland cycled out 30th. I don't know if that's right. This thing's always wrong. 29 threes to a 29-4. Oh, actually, he's only running the same pace as the leader now. Interesting. So I don't know if he'll have enough to get his lap back, but he'll at least be able to be in the same zone. But yeah, Christopher Bell is the car on the move. He's got noticeable speed difference between him and the cars in front. I mean, when I say noticeable, he will get there. He will get there by the end of the stage. Yeah, Bell got through Hamlin, and he's only a second back. Like I said, he's going to get there. I wonder if Todd Gilliland has a chance to get to the lucky dog. I don't think he will, though, because Hamlin's going to keep lapping cars. All right, Christopher Bell inside of Hamlin. He will take off from there. And that's about a second. Yeah, Hamlin, he'll clear him here. All right. Lap times are still better. He's still closing on Reddick. Problem is, he only got 15 laps to get there. Yeah, I'm actually not sure where Reddick's at. I'm kind of curious to see if he's already gotten by Logano or not. Looks like he's right behind Logano. Logano has 15 laps to hold off the leader. I swear if he catches a yellow. Oh, yeah, Gillen's not going to get the lucky dog. He's way too far back. He's going to have to pull the strategy move, if not catch a wave around. All gone. Bristol next Sunday. That's great. Oh, my gosh. What? 2:45? What are they doing? That is such a late start time for an East Coast race. Ugh, I don't think that's going to sell well. That is so late in the afternoon to start a race. What is with them and starting at 3:30, 4 o'clock? That's a terrible idea. Ugh. Logano just pinched off Reddick, and Reddick is already about to lose the spot now to Bell. I mean, one lap of racing with Logano, he's about to lose the spot. Yeah, Reddick's not going to be able to get to... he's not going to be able to get to Logano and hold off Bell. He's going to have to try and get it both done quick. Was that Dillon up ahead? Logano picked the middle. Bell went very low. Reddick went to the top. Holy moly, what a run through the middle of the corner Bell had. Wasn't able to hold it, but my goodness. He flew through the middle there. 11 to go. Is Logano going to be able to hold him off? Oh, here Logano is. Reddick on the inside. Reddick's there. So Reddick's going to slide Logano. So that'll put Logano a lap down. Now the question is, does it get to Preece? That would lock Logano a lap down. Where Preece is 20th. That would leave only 20 cars on the lead lap. I still like the gamble for Gillen. I think they can make that work. So 8 laps to go. Logano is racing the hell out of Bell. I really don't know why. I don't know what the benefit is. If Bell gets up there and races Reddick, that's going to give you a chance to go get the lucky dog, or keep Reddick from getting the lucky dog. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so late in the day, and I don't know. I'll be very curious, but they're going to have to add the horsepower to make these cars have any shot to be good on these short tracks. They just will. Ooh, a little contact between Chastain and Gibbs. That is a battle for 15th. Sorry, yeah, 15th. I was right. So we got a little battle brewing in there for 15th at the moment. Other than that, everything's pretty calm, but that battle for the lead is there. Can we get back to that, please? I would like to see it. I would really like to see it. The battle for the lead looks fun. Take me to the battle for the lead. Come on, Fox. Come on, Fox. Come on, Fox. Show it to me. I don't think the concrete race is the issue. I think it's the date. Like early March, it always rains out. That's just a bad time with school and all that kind of stuff. Like if they put that race closer to May, they would have probably a lot better luck. You know, if they ran that race on like May 10th or May 1st or May 5th, but if they ran it sometime in May, they'd probably have a lot better opportunity. All right, 4 to go. Bell is closing in on Preece. Will he be able to lap Preece and trap Logano a lap down? Oh, he'll be there by the end of the next corner, won't he? Oh, that'll be interesting. 4 to go. Bell high, Preece low. Bell, is he going to get alongside? Not quite. He's going to try and cut back underneath. He has the run. He's going to be inside by the next corner, and I don't think Preece has enough car to hold him off for 3 whole laps. So Bell going to slide the bottom. Is he going to be able to clear? He will. He clears Preece going down the backstretch, and that pretty much locks Logano a lap down. Now there's still plenty of time. Caution, wave rounds. There's a ton of opportunity. But that is very big for Logano fans trying to hope for a good finish. But I'm not going to lie, even if he had the lead lap, that car has no speed. That's just a bad car so far, man. I don't know what it is. Blaney has a great car. Cindric's out, so what the heck's going on at Penske? How do you have such a vast change in quality of car from teammate to teammate? I don't think I've ever seen teams run that different. So Preece a lap down. Last lap of the stage. Oh, man, that's a battle between... No, that's not Briscoe. That's McDowell. Yeah, McDowell just needs to get single file. Don't give him a lane to get around you. Don't give him an opportunity. Just stay in the way. Block with the air. Get to the line. There you go, McDowell. Sneak it onto the line. You'll be able to stay on the lead lap. Ryan Preece, lucky dog, and Joey Logano's going to have to wait at least one more caution. Yeah, but I don't think we've ever seen Hendrick quite that far off. I don't think we see Hendrick cars top 5 and then Elliott in literally, 23rd, 21st? Like, Elliott's not 21st. he's like 17th to 15th, so it's still not good, but you know, it's not that far. Crew shift on the Logano soon? I don't know. Crew chief change. He only won one race last year, right? And it was Atlanta. So I mean, they definitely don't have a great track record. But I think he was the crew chief in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, or 2022. So I don't know. Ugh. I'm yawning because the race is a little boring. All right, top 10 of the stage. It's going to be Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., 4 Toyotas in the top 5. Then we got Blaney, Elliott, Gregson, Keselowski, and Chris Buescher sneaking into the top 10 by the end of it there. So 2 Hendricks, 2 RFKs, 1 Stuart Haas. We also have 3 Joe Gibbs, and 1 2311. Which is weird because they don't have the 11 car. They have the 45. So they're 2345. So Ryan Preece will get that free pass, and we'll be back for the pit stops. Ooh, that got close. Congratulations to the Drake Bulldogs. NCAA tournament bound as they win the Missouri Valley Tournament. That is the automatic bid. That actually hurts, I believe, the Iowa men getting in because they will need to have a much better showing heading into the next couple weeks because Indiana State was a relatively highly ranked team, so they will probably still be good to get into the tournament, but that kind of moves the bar down a little bit. All right, should be pitting here soon. Any other new updates from the Twitter world? March is here. March Madness is so much fun. Larson could be in the top 10 if they did not have the problem on pit road at the end of stage 1. Yes, probably, but he definitely hasn't had the same speed of Byron. Finished top 7 in the last 17 races, so number 1 pit box is clearly an advantage. No doubt about that. Harvick just said William Byron had that pit stall last year when he lost it on pit race. Just saying. Even he knows pit strategy is what won him that race. My saltiness grows. All right, should we come to pit road this time? Bye. Here they all come. They are nose to tail, too. There was not hardly any lap cars in between them. Let's see what we got. Bell is in. Right side's done. Little slow on the left on the rear. Bell had a slow stop. Rear end was not very quick. Whoever the rear changer appears to have had a bad stop. All right, let's see Reddick. Pretty clean on the first chunk. Pretty clean on the second chunk. Good stop, Reddick. Didn't see anything out of choreograph here. Denny Hamlin. Right sides are good. Left sides are good. Looks good. Denny Hamlin's going to win that battle up pit road. No doubt about it. So Byron will gain a spot. Elliott will gain 3. Blaney will gain 1. Truex down 1. Gregson up 1. What? Well, hold on. Did anyone else see that? Noah Gregson came off pit road twice. What? He was scored 6th and 8th. What? Okay, I don't know where he comes off pit road, but he's either 6th or 8th. I don't know. Actually, where is the 10 car? 3rd? Well, he's not 3rd. Did his score just, like, break? 8th. Okay, he came out 8th. All right. Oh, man. Holy moly. Bell lost 10 spots? That was a tiny hang-up. It wasn't even that much. Like, it was literally just, oh, this is a little slow. I mean, maybe 2 seconds. A 2-second stutter is 10 spots. Holy cow. Burton was the one who caused Harvick the win. Ran out of talent with 3 laps to go. I don't even know it was 3. It was not a lot of laps to go, and he just ran out of talent on himself. I'll insert another ad. I'm going to go grab a tissue. I got to clear out my sinuses. And we'll get ready for the restart with 100... I can't do math. 121 to go. Holy moly, they're green. All right. Denny Hamlin out to the lead. Who's that? Reddick in second, Byron third, Elliott fourth. Might have seen a tail. Holy moly, look at that. 4 wide back there in the pack. Got it. Got him. You're too short. Oh, gotta get him up a little higher. There we go. Scooch it on up to the table here. Oh, Kyle Busch just wrecked. This is Marco, for those of you who have not seen him yet. There. That's Marco. So, yes, he's got his yellow on because it was a Hawkeye game day. There you go, bud. He's not in the rafters this time, but yes, Kyle Busch, he's had a very bad day. Wow, this is a day Childress would like to forget, and you can see him walking off with his toy. Yeah, man, it's been a tough day for Childress. Kitty in the background, Kitty on the screen. Kitty on the screen. Corey LaJoy got the free pass, not Joey Logano. Joey Logano's still stuck a lap down, man. I relish in the Logano pain. So the single car spin comes out, and that will leave probably about 105 to go when they go green. So still a one-stop race to the end. Oh, good. Noah gained a spot. Do it again, Noah. Keep plugging away. Denny gets out with the lead. It'll be Denny, Reddick, Byron, Blaney, Elliott, top 5. For those of you who don't know or don't follow, Carnation had a tweet. How does the worst track on the schedule also host the championship race? That's a good question, and I think it's very accurate of a question. Yeah, they shouldn't host the championship race. They shouldn't. I'm sorry. Phoenix, it's just not a great racetrack. Why is it hosting the championship? Can someone explain to me why Phoenix hosts the championship? I do not understand. Like, nothing about Phoenix has felt like a championship caliber track. It just doesn't feel the same. I think you have to go back to Homestead or go to Charlotte or go to somewhere where the atmosphere is built up a little bigger. Or, just going to throw the option out there, get rid of the championship race. It's a stupid format. Nah, I can't go that far. I know that ain't going to happen. I would love for it to happen, though. What a great day for Joey to be trapped a lot down. Thing is, I actually like Joey as a person. He drives me nuts on the racetrack, and I don't want to cheer for him. Yeah, the nicotine warning on his car. I think that's pretty funny. All right, let's see here. No, I don't want an ad. Stop that. There it is. I knew Jeff Gluck would have it. Jeff Gluck with the tweet of the day. I know. Let's see. His exact thing was Texas always gets crap from all of us, but why is Phoenix getting away with this? I mean, is he wrong? You know what? I'm gonna put it in the chat. What is worse, Texas or Phoenix? Poll time. Do 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 do. Dun dun. Poll time! We have our poll. Worst track on the schedule. Texas, Phoenix, or other. Oh gosh, this doesn't make my hopes for Iowa just went down the tubes. I'd still think Iowa's going to put on a little bit better race, but man, give us the horsepower. Give us what we need. I want the power. What do we got here? So we haven't lined up yet. Not sure why. Everybody drove away from the incident, so we should be choosing this time by. And we're not. I don't think NASCAR race control has any urgency whatsoever to try and get racing going on the screen. Like, their cautions take 20 minutes. And there's no reason for that. If you were complaining about the time or the timing of these races being too long, cautions are a huge problem, not because of the number of cautions, which that does factor in. It's the length it takes to get a caution dealt with. It takes forever to get lined up and get going. Yeah, this package, I'm not going to blame the package. This track is never, ever been a good track, truthfully. I mean, seriously, guys, name one banger race from Phoenix. Just one in history where you're like, wow, what a fun race that was. One Phoenix race that, not 2016 with a good finish. One race where you were literally all day long like, what a fun race. This was great. Name one good Phoenix race. I can't think of any. Not one. There's some Texas races, if you go back, that were really good. Not one. Not one Phoenix race. Not say there's no passing. Well, no, let's be fair here. When we're saying no passing, what we're referring to is it is incredibly difficult to pass, and it is, look, there's no comers and goers. I mean, you don't really see guys sliding backwards or forwards through the field at all. It's very, very slow. But Martinsville, man. Martinsville is bad. 2004, 2003. I don't remember him, honestly. There was Jimmy Johnson won that, I think. I'm not going to lie, I don't remember Phoenix at all from either of those. I was really, really young, but it's not, it's not one I remember. Like, you can knock in some Martinsville races, they've been bad for the last couple of years, but you can go back a few years and go, oh, this was a goodie. This was a classic. This was one of those best races ever kind of thing. So, I don't know. I think there's been a little bit too much of that, where there's been way too many races that are just bad. And, yeah. What did Tony Stewart say about passing? I mean, I don't think that's a really good way to judge. What did Tony Stewart say about passing? I mean, yes, there's a certain element of truth to that. Holy moly, Noah Gragson on the high side. Ooh, tight out of the corner. Noah Gragson from 8th to, what is he in, 5th now? Oh, no, we don't have a crash. We almost had a crash. Who is that? Is that Chastain? Chastain went 4 wide high, got squeezed in the wall, and almost lost it. And he lost a bunch of ground on the straightaway because he didn't have any momentum going for him. Can you guys show a better angle of this? Holy moly. There's a lot of bumping going on back there. I've never seen that much. Holy cow. They hit hard on the restarts. So 7th place is 3 wide as they head down the front stretch. Meanwhile, it looks like Noah Gragson looking for 5th. Caution on the speed. Oh, Joey Logano! Corey LaJoie, Zane Smith in it. We got a big crash. Holy cow, that car is busted. Joey is done. That rear wheel is loose. If you look at that rear wheel when he was spinning, the thing was literally like going back and forth. Kaz Gralla in it again. And Corey LaJoie's good start to the season appears to have gone south. Got to shout out Noah Gragson on that restart. 6th. He started 8th, but he went 4 wide on the high side and cleared an entire row of cars. That was really, really impressive. So keep an eye out. That 10 car seems to fire off really nicely on these restarts so far. Looks like they're going to put Keselowski ahead of Elliott back into the 7th spot. Oh, did John Hunter punt him? Oh, John Hunter punted him. That's not even on Logano. I can't even... I knew he was back there, but yeah, he just got run over from behind. Barely missed. And then huge contact in the 7. That broke all the rear end pieces, and that's why he's done. Oh, 16 in it. That one's probably also in trouble. Zane Smith. Zane might be fine. Zane just tapped in there a little bit, so Zane might be all right. He should have just put the webbed glove out there to straighten it out. As he gets sideways, reach that hand out there and help grab some wind. Nematode ripped the brake pedal off. I mean, it sure looks like it. Joey Logano was his brake pedal. All he saw was pizza and said, "I'm hungry," and smacked into it. By the way, the results of the poll are in. Let me get up here and end the poll quick. 58% of you guys still said Texas is the problem. 58%. Wait, where's the poll? Is it at the bottom now? Yoink, yoink, yoink. Wait, where'd the poll go? Dang it. There it is. Okay. 12 total votes. Not a ton of votes, but Texas is still the winner for the worst track on the schedule. Nematode. Dude, I'm loving that. Not Kazgrala. I don't know why I said that. That ain't Kaz. That's Derek Kraus. I'll be honest. Why is Derek Kraus in the Cup Series? I get it. He has a sponsor, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, this is a rent-a-ride. Like, Colleague, unfortunately, is looking like a rent-a-ride program. And I'm not going to call Colleague out for that, because Colleague's doing the business decision. They need to stay afloat. But at the same time, it's time for NASCAR to pay the teams. Teams that win races should not be losing money. Seriously, if you win a race, whether you have a sponsor or not, you should be in the green. You should not be in the red. Or sign in the green, it's the black, I think. But, you know, you shouldn't be negative. You shouldn't go negative winning races. Now, what NASCAR's charter agreement is, and this is why I'm not a fan of the charter agreement, is teams owners want to make sure they're making a certain amount of income every week no matter what. I don't like that. Look, if you're Spire and you get a rent-a-ride driver and he comes in and crashes and runs in the back every week, no, you shouldn't make money. You shouldn't make money running 30th. Sorry. You should be able to run 30th one week and then run better the next week. But if you average 30th out of 36 places, you should be not making money. Like, that's the thing. You need to strive to be in the higher end. Like, I would much rather see the pay scale, instead of being like this, I want it to be like this. I want the top end, I want winners to be like, big payday, cash in. And I want the guys at the back to be like, ugh, man, that's a rough week on us. We crashed a car and we didn't earn anything. Like, pocketbook-wise, that one hurt. I would rather see it that way, because I want teams to be incentivized for every position. You know, I want there to be a difference between 5th and 8th. You know, if a guy on the last lap punts a guy from 5th, knocks him into the wall, and he comes back around and ends up 8th, I want that to be enough of a difference in the money that the driver is mad. I mean, he'll be mad regardless because it's 3 spots, but I want it to, like, legit mean something. Like, hey, that's real deal stuff. Like, you know, when you get knocked out of the lead and go a lap down and finish 25th or whatever, like, that's a big, big, big drop-off. Not just a trophy, you know, but, like, how happy guys used to run 3rd and they were thrilled. It was like, hey, that's a good run. It's a good payday for the team. Like, we're building. Now it's like 3rd, 2nd, 20th, 10th, 5th. It's all the same. I know they wanted to be a win-only series, but it didn't work out well. Did he get up in the ceiling? No, he's on the ground still. He's on the ground. He's down on the ground. We're still all right. Ooh, we got pit stops. Pit road is open with 100 laps to go. Who came in? Is that Brad Keselowski? No, it's Ross Chastain. Nematode. That's got to be the sticking name now. Nematode. Logano was the free pass car. That's even funnier. I'm so happy. All right, let me look here. Standings. So in the current NASCAR Cup Series standings, Joey Logano was 24th. No stage points today, and he's going to finish like 30th. And the guys, here's the thing, the guys running around Joey Logano, Carson Hocevar, not doing great, but he's only like 5 points behind him. He'll probably beat him. Harrison Burton, okay, Harrison's been a no factor. I don't even know where the hell he is. I haven't seen him all day. Austin Dillon, he's wrecked. He ain't catching him. Brad Keselowski, he might catch him. Noah Gragson has 25 points. He'd have to go get like 25 ahead of him. Yeah, it's possible. He's top 10. I mean, top 10 versus 30, that's 25 points. He'll get there. Like I said, if Noah can keep running up here, he'll get back in the playoff hunt, no doubt. Stage points, top 10s, he'll get there on that with that level of, competition. Okay, my TV showed Todd Gilliland in 6th, and I was like, where did he come from? Scoring loop comes around, it'll get corrected. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, Todd Gilliland in 6th. I'm like, what? How did he get there? And the TV is about to talk about the points positions. See? I'm ahead of it. I'm better than broadcast. Okay, maybe not better than broadcast. I only have so many tools, okay, guys? I'm working with what I got. Who else is back there? Ryan Preece. Oh, he's still way back there. I don't know if he'll have enough to catch. Todd Gilliland might catch. It'd be close. I mean, he won't go that much further back, but yeah, definitely not a good day for Joey Logano. He's gonna be looking at being like 30th in points heading into Bristol. Like, that's bad, man. That's bad. Be interesting to see what Noah chooses to do on this next restart. He's gone high every single time, and he's really sent it off into turn 1 and done a great job. It'll be interesting to see what he does this time on the restart, because he's gained multiple spots on the last 2 restarts to get himself in position. By the way, Chastain and Gilliland are the guys with the fresh tires. They will start 16th. So starting in 16th, they have about 20 lap fresher tires. Sorry, not 20, 10. 20? No, hold on, let me go. 10, yeah, just 20. About 20 lap fresher tires. A lot of that under yellow, but it all factors in. So 20 lap fresher tires starting in 16th. So we'll keep an eye on Gilliland, Chastain, Busher, and Briscoe. Those are the guys on the fresh ones. We'll see if they're able to make their way through the field or not. And let's see if we've got our lineup set here. We're still watching some in-cars. All right, so Noah decided to go 4th row outside. Interesting. So he decided to actually elect to go, instead of 5th, he decided to go 8th. Interesting. Wait. If you're telling me somebody could have topped off there, they would have been able to make it. They'd be able to make it on no stop. You know what, though? You'd lose so much track time being back in the pack, you'll get beat anyway. Like Todd Gilliland did earlier. He pitted so late. But he still got passed before he pitted, so it's like he wouldn't be able to hold that off. Man, Noah jumped high right off the bat, let Ty Gibbs in there. I'm not sure if that was a good idea. Truex going to push Reddick back to the lead. Meanwhile, Blaney cycles into 4th. Is that Noah Gragson looking for 5th? Ooh, that's a squeeze right there. Truex is going to push Reddick right past Denny Hamlin. Maybe contact. We've got a little smoke. What do we got? I can't see. Fox, crying out loud. Get your cameras. Holy cow. It's your job. Literally, your job. Reddick will clear. And Truex is coming with. Yeah, Gregson's going to clear for 5th. Well done, Noah. Well, he almost cleared for 5th. He got shucked up the hill there in that last corner, and I think Bubba got by him. I don't know if he's going to be overly happy about that. I don't think mid-corner contact is something drivers appreciate all that much. Oh, Denny's around! Denny Hamlin goes around, and Fox missed it because, God forbid, they have their cameras ready. I mean, they saw part of it, but Denny Hamlin goes around from 2nd. I am very curious to see how this happened. Sorry, Denny fan. I don't hate Hamlin, so that kind of is a bummer. I'm not gonna lie, I hate that car, though. That's ugly. That's an ugly car. Liquid color might be okay, but ugly. I mean, seriously, the logo is just Brakes Plus. Like, not even a good font. All right.
Guys, they can pit here and make it all the way to the end of the race. Question is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. Pit now. He sailed it in hard. Oh, he lost it. He lost the nose, washed up into Tyler Reddick, and that's where the contact came from. And then, is that Bubba Wallace up to 4th? Oh my gosh. Bubba Wallace has found his way to 4th off just a couple of really good restarts. All right, let's see. Oh, we got a mixed bag of tricks here. Truex stays out. Priest stays out. And all the guys that came in last caution stay out. So we have a lot of cars staying out. Pit stops have begun. What do we got? Blaney is in. Come on, give us the multi-window. I want to see a bunch of stops, not just one. Little slow on the front. Here we go. What is going on here? .54 and the 10 are in. Oh, we might have some 2-tire stops going here. I can't see anything. Good Lord, Fox. What? I have no idea what happened. Seriously. We can't see anything. This is pathetic. They're showing from a pit box. You can't see who won the battle off pit road. You can't see who got 2 tires. All you see is a ticker. What is going on? I can't see. Oh, that is so frustrating. Fox was literally just showing the bottom of a guy's pit box as they were racing off pit road. Get to the camera. You have a camera mounted there for a reason. Holy moly, that makes me mad. It's literally their job to do that. And they're so bad at it. I mean, holy cow, how bad do you have to be at your job to literally miss? I mean, it's under caution. You know they're coming off pit road. They show nothing. Stresses me out. Try to tell the story of a race. You can't see this. You can't see it. Like, that's the job of a broadcaster, is to show you what's happening. Honestly, it was the same thing in the Iowa game today. CBS had the broadcast. They kept showing, like, shots from the floor of them coming up, like, dribbling up the floor. It's like, you can't see the whole court. You kind of have to see the court to see the basketball play taking place. But because they were trying to show off this one weird angle to show something cool, it was like, you can't see what's happening. All you want to see as a fan is what's happening. Like, I don't have a ticket, so I want to just see what's happening on the racetrack. And yeah, you need to have some shots that are zoomed in, but you don't have to zoom in on one dumb thing and miss all the action. That's why it's so much better to go in person, because you can see everything. You want to go see what that car's doing? Look that way, you know? You don't have to worry about it. All right, so after pit stops, holy cow, what a shakeup in the lineup. Honestly, I think Phoenix needs to... I think they need to reconfigure it a little bit. Add some bank, add some progression to it. Just give us something, give these drivers something to work with. Because, yeah, right now it is like, I don't want to say borderline unwatchable. Restarts are, crazy, but that's not a metric for good racing. If you have to have restarts to make the racing good, that means the track sucks. And Kansas, restarts are crazy, but the whole race stays really good, All right, guys, front row, Truex Jr. and Preece. Look at the difference. Ryan Preece, by getting the lucky dog and just using some strategy, runs second. And he can probably, no, he probably can't. But fuel, he may have a shot on fuel to get there. Coming to the restart, little accordion, but they are going. Truex with a little push will get to the lead. Oh, we got a little contact back in the field. Who was that? By the way, of the guys on brand new fresh tires, Brad Keselowski, I think may have only taken 2, but he is the furthest up in 14th. But Noah Gragson on the high side has been making it happen. Oh, we got contact. Who is that? Is that McDowell? Eric Jones in the wall. They stay green. And I think he's got a toe link. Yeah, that car is all over the place. He got a toe link. He's going to have to come back. Or he's going to have to come to pit road, that is, not come back. Meanwhile, up at the... Come on, Fox. What are they doing? Up at the front, 3 wide, going past Todd Gilliland there. They had a spot. They were showing that 4-wide battle. I lost it. That was where Keselowski is in about 10th. Keselowski is coming through the field really, really well, honestly. He's got good pace. Meanwhile, Reddick is also coming with him. So those are the cars that are on relatively fresh tires. Again, they're all 10 laps or newer. Tell you what, guys, Noah Gragson has driven really well. I'm watching him right now. He is... Oh, wow, the 9 got super squirrely over the middle of the bump there. That thing almost shot around. He's back to 17th, and he's the worst running Hendrick car now. Okay. Well, it was a good day for a while. I'm going to have to root on Gragson now. He's the only car that's got a shot. Pain. Hello, darkness, my old friend. 87 laps to go. Brad is up to 9th. Hamlin up 5 spots. So here's the thing. All of the best cars got put back in the field. This is the only chance Phoenix had of making a good race of it, which was literally just take the field and flip it upside down. And it's working because there is some pretty good racing going on, but I'm still going to stand by the fact that this track is just not good. Oh, man, Reddick just got absolutely stuffed with an air block. The 99 washed up in front of him, and took him all the way up to the wall, and it's going to cost him a spot to Blaney and probably another one to Larson. So the 45, who has run really well all day, all of a sudden in traffic, that thing isn't looking quite so hot. 85 to go. Gregson to the inside of Briscoe. Can't see it. Just saw it as I entered the corner. Now Larson 3 wide with him. Oh, come on, Briscoe. That's your teammate. That's not, sorry, that's not Larson. That's Bell. Just keeping on. 83 laps to go. Brad Keselowski is up to 8th. That is the highest car, I believe, on the new tires. They say Ty Gibbs did, but he shouldn't have. It said he started 10th. He should have started at least 16th. I don't know how he would have gotten ahead of a bunch of cars that didn't get tire or that didn't pit. Unless they yielded positions to him or something, but... Yeah, somehow Gibbs... I don't know. Not sure. I know there was some on the restart. What happened to Elliott? Yeah, his just got shuffled 3 wide, and there's no speed in that car. He was holding what he could all day, but it's just, it ain't there. Unfortunately, it's just another example of not being very good. Oh, what are you doing? Briscoe gonna block Gragson all the way to the wall. That's your teammate, dude. What are you doing? Golly. Why are you blocking your teammate? Block the 20 if you're gonna block someone. I don't. It's Stuart Haas. Is there a contract that says if you get beat by your teammate, you get a fine or something? Holy cow, man! He blocked him low, blocked him to the wall, and then blocked him low again. Like, well, I just don't get it. Why are you blocking? That's your teammate. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Ugh. Yeah, Chase is back to 20th. His competitive day is probably over. I don't know if Truex can make it on fuel, though. So Truex and Priest up front, I think they're going to be tight on the fuel window if they're going to be able to make it at all. Yep, it was a good day. Got points, stage points and stuff, but unfortunately, not gonna end well. Ooh, wiggle out of Priest there. Car was stepping back and forth. Oh, they're lapping Jones. Okay, I saw Chastain on the inside of Jones. Wasn't sure what that was. Look forward to today after qualifying. I did too. I thought he was going to have a real good shot, but I think he nailed his marks. And first time he's really been in traffic all day, and it sent him straight backwards. So I don't know. I think I hate to say staying out was the right answer, but it might have been. Can't really tell for sure. I think Bell's going to have a chance between Bell, because Bell has 4. I think Keselowski has 2. So as far as the tire count, Bell's going to have a chance to get there by the end of this race. 75 to go. We've never actually seen a run go past 70 laps, so we'll see. We did see not Ty. We saw Todd Gilliland run about 82 laps. Now that caution was with 112 to go. No, sorry, 94. 94 laps to go. But still, I don't know if that's enough laps. I guess if there's a lot of saving going on, there's a chance. But otherwise, I don't know if they're going to make it. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. They just say it's the driver doesn't have any confidence or whatever. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I think all you can do is look at the car and say, like, the car is not fast. It's objectively not. Chase got out of the car last year because of the injury, and the guys that came in could not run in the top 20. They couldn't. Josh Berry had a second at Richmond. Yeah, strategy. Like, that's not the same thing. But none of them. I mean, Corey LaJoie ran in there and ran 30th. Like, that car is not fast. It is a slow car. And I don't know. Them making no offseason changes to that team is mind-boggling. I mean, you got your other two teammates out there winning multiple races each, and the other two can't even sniff the top 5. I mean, Iwood can't even sniff top 10. He has no top 10s this year. You know? Like, to me, that's a telling sign. He can't get top 10 at Vegas. He can't get Chase Elliott has no top 10s on mile and a half. Sorry, not top 10s. He has no top 5s on a mile and a half since the next gen. None. Not a single top 5 on a mile and a half in 3 years. That's really telling, because mile and a halves are a lot more about setup than driver skill. Road courses, obviously, there's a lot more driver input with those. But mile and a halves, that's kind of a setup-based track. And when your setups are no top 5s at all, that's not very good. I think, yeah, William Byron just got around him. Slowest Hendrick car. Actually, maybe not. Where's Bowman? Holy cow, where is Bowman? Goodness gracious. Well, maybe they're all bad. Yeesh. All right, trying to see, is Noah catching? Yeah, Noah might get to Todd. I think Noah's going to have a good run still. I think he'll get there. I think Chase needs a whole overhaul on team. Just pick him up, plop him in a whole new team. Put him with the right crew chief. I just don't think AG is the right one. I don't think AG is a bad crew chief. I just don't think he's a great crew chief. I think Rudy Fugel and Cliff Daniels are great crew chiefs. I do not think the same thing about Alan Gustafson. There's been very few times where you can say Alan Gustafson's calls won this race. It wasn't his driver just simply beating everybody else. Like, you know, if they win a race, they have to lead a bunch of laps and they have to earn it really hard. They don't just sneak and steal wins like some of these guys where they stay out and try some strategies. And, you know, today's a perfect example. Some of these guys up front pulled some strategy and voila, here they are up front. Okay, so Truex is not going to make it. They're going to pit for tires at some point. Now, they are about 50 laps into a run, 68 to go, so I would imagine about 10 laps, Truex is going to come pit. Be very interesting to see how that strategy plays out. I mean, there's no fall off, though. His fastest lap of the race, he's not even a little over a half a second off of it. I don't think the tires are going to be the issue here. I mean, he can say that. I just don't think that's accurate. I think that's a bad idea. Yeah, Blake Harris has not been good. I think after Blake Harris left and Michael McDowell got better, that told me that whoever the engineer was, which is his current crew chief, that was the guy making that car go. So, no offense to Blake Harris, but it was just like he was taking all them chances and strategy calls, which was a guy, I like the idea, but his engineer was the guy making the car go fast. Because look at Michael McDowell. He's 8th. I mean, he's had great seasons the last 2 years. Wow, that sidewall's wrinkled. They're showing the 41 there. All right, so keeping an eye on the running order. Christopher Bell's up to 6th. He's the guy I'm looking at. I think he's got the speed to get up there and go win this thing. All right, so it sounds like the fuel strategy. A lot of guys are saying that they can make it, but they probably can't. So we got a little bit of little gamesmanship going on the radio. 62 to go. Let's see what they choose to do here. I mean, you're going to talk about going over, what, 125 laps on fuel? 125 laps on fuel, and people don't really question it. These tires are too hard. Ugh, I'm so sick of these stupid tires. They're so hard. I mean, if your tire, and you're sitting here saying, yeah, 120 laps, that'll be no problem. Like, seriously? Not like, you should have to pit, not because it'll pop, but because there's enough fall off that you'll get run back down. I don't know, man. I can't enjoy this car yet. It's the tires are so freaking hard. They said you got guys doing burnouts for a lap and a half and it doesn't even flatten a tire because they're such hard compounds. I mean, literally, guys, these are built like IndyCar tires where they get up to a temperature and the temperature is what matters, not the actual tire wear. Because that's why there's no inner liners. They're not soft. They're not supposed to be soft. I don't know why, though. I can't figure out why they're choosing to do that. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Bell is coming. Bell's going to be the guy. I think Bell's going to win this race. Hamlin up to 15th? Yes, he is. He got by Larson there. That's going to be pass for third. He goes by Chastain, but he's 6 seconds back. I think he's going to get there. I do. Because he's only 2 seconds back of Ty Gibbs. So I think Christopher Bell's going to win this race. If it stays green, that is. But oh my gosh, Bowman 22nd. Oh, the heck happened to Hendrick, man? Holy cow. I don't miss the Gen 6 entirely. There's just elements, especially on tracks like this, where it's like, oh my gosh, this is painful to watch. You know, it's rough. It is a rough watch. That's all I can call it. It's a rough watch. You know, you're trying to be optimistic, but there's no power in them. And then, like I said, the no tire wear. It takes out all potential pit strategy. 2-stop versus 3-stop versus 1-stop. And none of the strategies matter because the tires are such garbage. I say garbage, but they don't wear out at all. I'm trying to look here. He's got 60 laps on his tires. Is that right? 70. Martin Truex has 70 laps on his tires, and it's not even a second off the pace. 70 laps. That's crazy to me. 70 laps on tires, and there's like no fall off. There probably isn't even any fall off. It has more to do with the heat in the tire than the actual fall off. I don't know. I can't like this car, man. I just can't. Not kidding. I seriously want to cry. This is 2009, 2011 Dale Jr. all over again. Either third or fourth slowest Hendrick car in the team. Yeah. And the worst part is we know there's a quality driver there too. Like we're not sitting here looking at someone who doesn't know his way around Phoenix, doesn't know his way around Las Vegas, doesn't know how to drive a car. We know he can be a champion. And Dale Jr., we knew he could race, but we knew he was kind of a specialist at the plate tracks and had a couple of his own tracks that were really good. But like if you looked and said driver talent-wise, you'd put Larson probably ahead. But I mean, we all would probably agree. We think Chase Elliott's a better driver than William Byron. But I mean, who's going to be the faster car every single week? So 53 to go at the moment. Bell has already gotten by Chastain and is within 0.3 of catching Gibbs. Like I said, I think this is Christopher Bell's race to lose, barring cautions. I don't even know if cautions are going to be able to stop him, though. Yeah, crazy. Look at this. I mean, tires aren't doing squat. Outside of Bell getting up through the field, Keselowski got to 7th and is stuck. I mean, he's stuck. He can't go anywhere. You can't, even on brand new tires and the fastest car going to the back of the field, Tyler Reddick is still 11th. He's stuck in 11th. I mean, that should be pretty eye-opening that you can take the best car, put him back here, he's done. Done. No shot to win the race. I don't know. I can't like it, man. I just can't. Christopher Bell has had the best car all day. There's no doubt about that. He's been able to get through the field, but he also got up front faster. He got out of the dirty, turbulent air a lot faster. But, 5 seconds in 50 laps, he'll probably close that down on Truex, just on speed. But, I don't know, man. Man, I just want NASCAR to do the right thing and put power under these cars and give them a fighting chance to put on a good race. Because right now, this is abysmal. Why do we keep doing this? They make so few adjustments. Every driver, from what I remember, has said, we need power. And NASCAR's option is like, no power. We're going to do something with a spoiler. We're going to do that, but we're not putting power back in these cars. Just remember, they only wanted 500 horsepower. It was the drivers who said, no, that's not enough. We need at least 670 to have a chance at the mile and a halfs. And I think that probably saved mile and a half, because otherwise, we would have had 550 pack racing everywhere, and it was going to suck. I mean, suck. Oh, through the traffic. Yeah, Bell has done a much better job getting through the traffic. Granted, he's been doing it all day, but also he had a great restart to help get him up through to, not all the way there, but it got him up to 9th and got him out of the big pack of cars, which I think helped him really move forward a little bit better. Reddick kind of got stuck in there for a little bit, and once he gets stuck there, I think it's a lot harder to move. Hamlin getting around Suarez. That's only for 14th. Holy cow. He got to 15th like 25 laps ago. Took him that long just to... Oh, I don't like this car. Honestly, I'm surprised Bell's not closing in on Truex all that much. Wonder if he burned up some stuff. Still a lot of laps to go, so there could be that too. I didn't even think of that. Bell's going to win at New Hampshire. He's always good there. He didn't win there last year, though. Truex did. I'm not sure what was Bell's deal. Why didn't he win there last year? $46 laps to go. Yeah, Bell's going to get there. No doubt. Let's see here. Bell wrecked last year. Oh, okay. I was going to say, he's always been good there. As long as he keeps it clean, I think he'll win it this year. She probably would have won it last year, too, honestly. Yeah, he's already gone 78 laps. I don't know where they thought they were going to be able to make it. Priest is 69 laps. It's a little different strategy. So 44 to go. The only thing I've enjoyed today is watching Gregson. Yeah, the restarts have been fun. Watching Noah, what he's been able to do on some of them restarts, has been pretty enjoyable. But, man, Phoenix is a bad track. It just is. Yeah, Truex is down to, or not Truex, sorry, Bell is down to 3.9 seconds back. He's definitely going to get there. Oh, and Truex pits. He got there. He's coming this time by. Yeah, I should have seen that on the scoring thing. See, my TV's always behind, so... So, 12th place. Blaney gets by Noah. Here comes Martin. Ooh, did he speed? No, he got there. All right, Bell's got all the fuel and everything. So Bell's, I mean, like I said, this is his race to lose at this point. He's got back out front, and I don't see any way anyone's stopping him here. Is Truex not going to even lose a lap? He ain't going to lose it by much. I'll give it that. That's impressive. Martin Truex is going to have 39 laps on like fresh tires, barely losing a lap. So he's going to have relatively clean racetrack the entire time. Priest is going to have to pit too here. Ooh, here comes Buescher inside of the 1. That's for 3rd. Yeah, I mean, the restarts are something, but restarts are good. I mean, aren't restarts pretty good everywhere? You know, restarts are always fun. You know, it's always kind of crazy. I think the most telling sign is like Brad Keselowski on the new... I guess they're not even that much newer tires, though. It's only 8 laps. Oh, Priest also went in? Okay, so Priest also stopped. That will cycle everything back to where it probably should be. $37 laps to go. Who's ready for a nap? I think this is about where the nap time will kick in. We'll see what everyone else is thinking. What's everyone on the Twitter world thinking about this race? For Phoenix standards, the race has been okay, but that's for Phoenix standards. It's not good. So that's about where I feel about the same way. It's not been a horrendous race, like, by the standard of Phoenix. Phoenix is just, in general, a bad racetrack. It just is. The track is not a good one. Oh, Briscoe with a big block. He's blocking Reddick pretty good. Could be worse. I mean, how much worse can it really be? Like, Martinsville was really bad. I'll give it that. It's not as bad as Martinsville, but I wouldn't say it could be a lot worse. I think it could be a little worse. What's our next one? Bristol. Ooh. See, I used to like cheer. It's like, oh my gosh, Bristol. Now we're kind of like, oh, right, short track, garbage package crap. Dang. Did he just scrape the wall? I think Miguel just scraped the wall. Who do you think is at fault for the poor Elliott performance? And can you still buy 22 Atlanta and Dega wins, as well as the 23 Napa Standard 164th? Do you need ARC? Because I have Atlanta and Dega, and then I also have his 23 164. I should have all those if you need them. Message me on Facebook or send an email that way, and I think I've got them though. But let me know if you need ARC or Elite. Martinsville last year was not that bad. No, the fall one actually was better. Remember, they did a tire adjustment. I'm saying, remember 2022 Martinsville, where there was like 4 green flag passes over the course of 100 laps. And I mean throughout the whole top 20. Like, that race was really bad. Nobody could pass from anywhere. So that's what I'm thinking of is the really, really bad Martinsville race from a couple years ago. That one was atrocious. Looks like Gregson and Gilliland are battling. That is for the 10th spot. Come on, Noah, go get you a top 10. Problem is, I think he just got by him, but he's going to have to get up to Blaney. Oh, Hamlin's probably going to get him. Hamlin's probably going to get him first. So, 30 to go. Is Truex going to beat Elliott even with pitting? That'd be bad. That'd be bad. 2020 Martinsville spring was terrible, but also it snowed. It was cold. Don't get me wrong. It was cold. But even if it was cold, the Gen 6 car was incredible at Martinsville. It didn't matter what the temperature was. The Gen 6 was good at Martinsville. And here's what you know. The 550 package at Martinsville sucked. 750 package worked. Go back to a, high downforce package on the Gen, whatever this is, the next Gen car at Martinsville. It sucks again. Let's add the horsepower back and see what happens. High power, low grip works at Martinsville. We currently have high grip, low power at Martinsville. Fix it. Like, the solution is there. They know what to do. They're choosing not to. Yeah, Bubba and Jones on that contact, unfortunately, I think bent the toe link. And Jones had such a good day going. That really sucks. All right, into lap traffic goes Christopher Bell. He's already opened up 0.4 of a second. And it looks like Reddick finally got by Briscoe. Took him a little bit, but he finally got him. 26 to go. That is wild. This will be the first Phoenix race where Harvick isn't in the top 10 in like a decade. Harvick finished in the top 10 at Phoenix for a decade. That's crazy. He was never outside the top 10 in finishing at Phoenix for a decade. Wild. And he won a lot of races, but not ever finishing outside the top 10 is the crazy part. So, yeah, we've still got 25 laps to go. Good news is it's only about 12 and a half minutes. 12 and a half more minutes of this, and I can go to sleep. Oh, it looks like Reddick. Yeah, Reddick and Blaney got by Briscoe, so there's a little something. Something happened. We had a little pass. I mean, one would think the guy that was fastest on track for over half the race would be able to get through the field, but nope. All right. Ooh, I think we're going to have no Hendricks in the top 10. I was going to say the SHR cars, and remember, Priest tried some strategy, so at the end of the day, they gave themselves a good shot. They gave them a chance, Again, Josh Berry's the one I'm shocked. He has been nowhere this year so far. Well, not a happy Joey Logano, rightfully so, but saying that he's got to own up to it, he did. He said on the radio it was my fault, so. Chase's 2024 Napa Standard. I like it. I think it's a good car. I don't think Rodney Childers is falling off. Or you think Childress? Childers, yeah. I don't think Childers is falling off. I think it's a whole different driver. You can't assume that all the setups in Harvick's car are going to work for Josh Berry. They are just two different drivers, so they're going to have to learn how does he like to drive. Does he like to back his corners up? Does he like to charge the corners and all that kind of stuff? So you got to give him a little time to find out exactly what he wants in a car. And so I don't know that I would say Childers has fallen off. I do think it may not be the best combo. Those two may not be a good match. But let's give him a year. We'll give him a full year to see if there's improvement by the end of the year. And if they're still as kind of off as they are now, then I would probably say it's time for a change. I don't know if I'd change anything with that 10, though. That's 2 weeks in a row where he's found his way to the top 10 late, and it had to earn it. Didn't luck his way there. He had to earn his way to the top 10. So 20 to go. Hamlin's looking to get by. $19 to go. And about a second up to Briscoe. I don't know if he's going to have enough to get there. Yeah, I like the blue car. That's the thing. A mostly blue car is what I think Napa should usually have. Oh my gosh, Truex is... What is he running? 28.8? Holy crap. Guys, Martin Truex Jr. may get a top 10 out of this. 28.8. 29.4. 18 to go. He'd probably gain about 10 seconds of time. Yeah, no, Martin Truex might sneak into the top 10. I'm looking at it there, and I just realized he's up to 17th. Like, Martin Truex is moving. $18 to go. Yeah, Truex is going to get somewhere here. I'm looking at the lap timer, and he's got everybody covered by over half a second, so he might get there. This could be fun. I'm going to watch Truex climb his way through the field. Yeah, well, they can't do royal blue anymore because they don't have the metallic option. So that's why they have to go with just the dark blue. Because unfortunately, they are no longer allowed to paint race cars, which I think is gross. Because painted race cars is just great. It's the way it should be. Ooh, Larson gave a little squeeze to Gill in there. That's 14th. Or sorry, 13th. $29.1 to a $29.4. Yeah, Truex is going to get by Bubba here in just a lap or so. 15 to go. It'll be close. I'm not sure if he'll get there all the way, but it's going to be close. He's definitely got the better lap times. Oh, Zane Smith must have done a pit stop because it looks like he's on tires. Keselowski closing in on Chastain. Paint, last year of painted cars, I think, was 2019. After 2019, they stopped. They started making them do the wrap because that was the OSS thing. If you guys remember in 2018, everyone was fooling the OSS, and so they got rid of paint by the end of 2018. So it's unfortunate that the laser system had to be what killed it, but what are you gonna do? So 13 to go. 5.3 is the lead. Oh, Buescher's actually catching up to Gibbs. Buescher may have a shot for second. As we're just watching here. Whoa! Brad pulled a slider there. Ross crosses him back, but has he got enough to clear? All of this while Ryan Preece takes him 3 wide on the bottom and takes the spot. Not takes the spot. He's racing to get his lap back. So Preece will get by, but Keselowski will clear. So Keselowski to 4th. That's the first really good run we've seen from Brad this year. We have a pass! Woo! It's a pass! A real live pass on the racetrack! Have you ever? Sad. Sad how the mighty have fallen. Ooh, Buescher, he is going to get to Gibbs. He's there. His car always seems to fall off at the end of the run, and it's falling off now. Chris Buescher on the outside. Let's see what Gibbs tries to do. He's going to go in low. Not a chance. No chance. Chris Buescher's got the speed. He's gone. Chase having a metallic blue body for some race in 2020? Nope, he didn't. You can go look at his Daytona car, and it was all. You'll notice it because all the Mountain Dew cars were matte or normal green. 2019, the Mountain Dew car was a metallic green. 2020, the Mountain Dew car was a gloss green because it was a wrap. All right, 10 to go. Oh, the whole field's running like the same speed. I hate this. I hate this car. I hate this tire. I hate this track. Let's get this over with and go to Bristol. I got a feeling Bristol ain't going to be as... It's not going to be this bad. Don't get me wrong. Bristol will not be this bad. But it'll probably not anything like our Bristol. You know, the 2021 back to 2018. I know people hate to say the resin was or the whatever you call it, PJ1 is a problem. Dude, PJ1 makes the best Bristol races. Because it's low dominant, then it's high dominant, then it goes back to low dominant, and it's like... The lanes keep shifting back and forth as far as which lane is good, and so you get so much. It's just so racy. The cars are really racing. So yeah, I think I would really like to see. Oh my gosh, is Briscoe going back by Reddick? Wow, Reddick really must have fallen off here in the last 10 laps. Seven to go as we run. Reddick's going to get one more spot. He already had the spot. Briscoe's going back by him. Come on, broadcast. I even knew that. Oh, Briscoe with a crossover. Here he comes. So Briscoe does the crossover. Reddick did the crossover the last time. Let's see what happens this time. Well, that's a big slider from Reddick. There's no way that's going to stick. Honestly, this is kind of fun. We got a fun battle going now. Briscoe and Reddick. Let's see. They probably killed their tires doing that, too. Five to go. Can we go back to that battle? That was way more fun than watching Christopher Bell run by himself. Truex is up to 12th, by the way. I'm telling you, he might get a top 10 out of this. He's going right into that battle. Yep, there he is. Gregson's 12th, technically? Yeah, Gregson's technically in 12th. Why is Fox constantly cutting in and out of battles? If you're going to show the battle, show the battle. It's literally, dude, they're showing it until they're about to pass, and then they just flip away from it. Gal, it's one car by himself. Do a split screen, for God's sake. You're zoomed in on one car running by himself. Where, like... All right, Truex just got up to 9th, 8th. Truex just got up to 8th, so he went by 4 cars in a matter of 2 corners, and we missed it because Fox decided to show one car by himself, severely zoomed in, so you don't even know what corner he's in. Oh, their broadcasts piss me off so much. They are so freaking frustrating. It's like, I just want to watch what's happening, and when you show me a battle, I'm interested. Then you yank me out of the battle, and it's like, ugh, why do you do that? Yeah, Truex is going to get... I think he's going to get McDowell, too. I think he's going to get 7th. Coming to the white flag. Here he comes. White flag. What just happened? Did Keselowski just now get by Chastain? I thought he was already by there. Oh, weird. Well, whatever that was. Well, we're watching Bell. I'm still trying to see this battle where there's 5 cars within a second of each other. I'd really like to see that. That looks really fun. But I guess we'll just wait till the checkered flag waves. All right, checkered flag. Here I can see it. Gregson got passed by Hamlin. Ah, shoot. Well, he had a good run. Almost got top 10. Briscoe 9th. It was literally, I mean, look at that. 14-6 behind the leader to 15-8. It's 5 cars under a blanket. God, that would have been fun. I cannot explain how frustrating it is that they do this crap. No, it'll be 12th. 12th for Gregson because Hamlin got him somewhere. We didn't get to see it because NASCAR or Fox didn't bother to show it. So yeah, oh, thank God that race is over. And unfortunately, I think I'll be at this race next time, so that'll be awful. God, please add horsepower to these things before the championship race. This is awful. I hate Phoenix, man. And the thing is, Phoenix was bad in the 750 package. Like, Phoenix has always been bad. Like, it's going to probably take 1,000 horsepower and really low grip to even make it, like, bearable again. Here we go. Blaney and Chastain had a battle for 5th. Let's see what happens. I think Chastain sails it in here. Oh, yeah, he sails it in hard. Got him by the line. Good job. I'm glad Chastain didn't just wall him for 5th. And that was the burnout. Okay. We don't have to see that. I think Christopher Bell's in a position for a breakout year. He's had good speed everywhere they've been. There's another burnout. You know, I'm glad they moved the numbers up, because if you notice, where they used to have what a corner panel sponsor would be is completely empty. Completely empty. I don't want to hear squat about them. Oh, we need the space for sponsors. Look at that car. It's empty. There's nothing on the corner panel. Nothing. It's completely blank. It's a good looking car, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be a fun race win. Especially you see all the dirt on the white part of it. I think that's gonna be a good one. So at least it'll be a decent looking race win, even though the race was hot garbage. Yeah, not ideal from that point, but. All right, guys. Well, that'll pretty much wrap up this one. Hopefully, we have a much better race next week, because that was boring. Even when Chase was running well, it was boring. So that'll pretty much wrap up the stream, though, guys. I have a video. I can't really show it from the angle here, but we're showing, or I will be doing a video of all of the 2018 Truck Series wins that were made, and some of my own customs. But I'm going to do a feature video for that. I'm not sure when it'll go up, sometime this week. But yeah, there's 12. They didn't make as many trucks in 2018, but at least we'll have 12. So we'll show off all the race wins from the Truck Series in that year, and then that's going to be a new series. I'm going to do Xfinity and trucks from each year as well. So if you're looking for some 2018 trucks, they'll all be on the site here soon. But other than that, guys, thanks for tuning into the stream today. Hope you've enjoyed, because this was hopefully more entertaining than the race. Just a little bit. But we'll see you next week for